Hola. We're working on the I'm on a redo tonight. We're doing a redo. It's a redo. Redo. I'm redoing tonight. Anxiety and the millennial. Because I realized I got a couple of people who said, we couldn't chat yesterday. You had the chat off. And I was like, I was wondering why nobody was talking to me yesterday. I was like, wah, I felt so bad. Thanks for my heart. I don't know who just did that, but thank you, because I'm sending out my live to everyone. How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, thank you for all my hearts. Hi, Renee. Renee, I'm on a redo. I thought I messed up and had my, hey, Tyler. Thanks for Go Popular. I had my chat off yesterday, and I was like, why isn't anybody talking to me today? And I was like, oh, plus I didn't get to cook. So I thought, all right, we need to do all the things. So I said, let's go. I got some beautiful rainbow chard, some parsley. Ooh, I got sweet potatoes. I got all kinds of fun stuff. I got escarole, my favorite. So we're gonna cook a little, yap a little, laugh a little, cry a little, do all the things. All the things. Good evening, my sunshines. Oh, there you go. All the things. How's everybody tonight? Are you guys good? It's freaking snowing. 80 degrees. I woke up this morning, got in my car. It was, 6 o'clock in the morning. It was 57. Tonight it's like 28 and snowing. I don't understand. I don't like it. How's everybody? I'm eating a cracker. Sorry, TikTok. All right, so let's talk. Let's go through it again. It's probably a good time because we'll probably get other people. I'm gonna chat. Oops, sorry. I'm gonna chat, but I need to sit down because I'm a little tired tonight. And I did some kind of weird therapy on my shoulder tonight before I got to work, before I came home, and it hurts. Not that I can't stand up, but I'm kind of tired today. So I'm just gonna sit here and chat, and then we're gonna cook and chat. Hi, Miss Lauren. All right, so, and very interestingly, I was talking to somebody today. One of my reps came in and she's a millennial. And I was telling her that I was doing this class yesterday and we were talking about it. And, she gave me another perspective that I didn't realize of why millennials seem so filled with anxiety more than, hi, Sweet Pea, how are you tonight? More than many or other people. I mean, I think there's a lot of stress for everybody, but you can't, oh, really, Tyler? Oh, you get to watch this tonight. So I've got 20 pages of love for you guys tonight. We're gonna go through it again, and I'm gonna stay on until we finish cooking and everything. So tap, do all the things. Let's see where we are in our ranking. I have no idea. Let's get all that in. That's not it. League 2. All right, we held on. We held on a little. All right. So I think, like I said yesterday, I think millennials are carrying a very unique kind of stress. And I was thinking about it, and it's like they grew up in, or you guys grew up in a rapid technology, you grew up with economic instability, social comparisons, culture, a non-stop digital, scrolling. I don't look like this person's doing all these things. They have a fabulous life and I don't, blah, 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 blah. And I don't know if you guys saw my little video that I posted right before this class. I think it's funny, but we'll see. We'll see if it gets any traction and see if it brings people in. But share it out, tap. Don't forget to tap. You guys are all sitting home tonight. Tap the love. Cooking while, okay, some comments in the live were filtered. Womp, womp. We need June. Oh, thank you, Robin. Queen Rachel, love different perspectives. Yes. Yeah, we're going to get that. And also social comparison, nonstop digital. And one of the things that this young woman said to me today, she's my rep. I love her. We are completely, we come from really different backgrounds and spaces. And it was so nice to have a really great conversation with her. And she said, you guys grew up with a lot of fear. I didn't realize that 9/11 happened when you guys were young, and the school things that happened in Columbine, and you guys got all of that. It was while you were growing up. You were the first. You were young, impressionable, and you grew up with all of this sort of internal or external fears that were new on the scene. And some of us were older and could process it a little better, and you guys were much younger. So I was like, I never thought about that perspective when I was writing this. I wasn't looking at that timeline. So it was kind of interesting. And on my ride home tonight, thinking about a Q&A, I was like, you know what? When I realized that a couple of people said, I didn't have the chat open, I thought it would be really good to do this again so that we could really always chat. See, 19. That's impressionable. That's scary. I was 36, 35, 36, somewhere in there. I got married that March. September, it happened. I lost my company. I got married in March. Yeah, so grew up fear in their safe space, and then COVID to top. Yes. Yeah, they finished up with COVID. Yes. So I was like, wow. Now I understand it even more than when I first wrote this, even more than the people that I spend time with at work. I did not realize. Yes, Brenda. It was kind of crazy, right? So, anxiety is often framed from that perspective, right? Emotional or psychological trauma. But I want to approach it tonight from a kitchen and sort of body perspective, because I think there's another layer. I think that food is another layer of all of this. Not as a blame or a quick fix, but like sort of like that foundational support. And I think as we go through this tonight, you're going to see that a lot of this, millennials are what, 35 to 45 or 25 to 45? I mean, I think that age group, I didn't realize, where that all came from, Hold on, my doggies. Get out. So I thought that was very interesting. My kids always remind me of being locked down in school and seeing the other students panicking. Yes. I didn't realize. I'm right in the middle at 30, and I think 25 to 35 is the sweet spot. I do too. And, we're going to talk about the food perspective today. We can talk about all the rest too, but I get it even more after spending like 2 or 3 hours with her today. We got into so much. It was so cool, so interesting. And I really feel like I learned even so much more that tonight is going to be really cool. I'm that in between Gen X millennial. Yeah, I think that's the case, right? Like we just had so much. Here, buddies, I made these for my dogs. Like 89, yeah. We unintentionally watched the second lower tower. Yes. I mean, I was here. My driver was going down into the city to deliver to Battery Park, which is right across the street, and it took him like 10 hours to get home. So anyway, yes, these are the things. Excuse me. All right, so let's look at this. I want to look at anxiety through that lens of food. I want to sort of drill down, go over it again. We looked at it yesterday. But I think it might be cool to do it again tonight. We're going to get other people in here. You guys are going to be able to talk to me now and have go lay down, buddy, and have a better perspective. Yes, unbelievable, right? Yeah, yes, I lost my company. Some of the people that I was cooking for, I never heard from again. You know, I went to the museum just about 2 years ago and I couldn't stay. You know, my husband was on that pile working it. I think he did 17 days or something. I mean, people did way more than him, but it was pretty intense. Anybody that lives in this area knows how crazy it was. I mean, there were fire engines all along the west side from all over the country, just lined up, ready to help, ready to rescue, but there wasn't that. We don't do that here. Move along. Okay, so Gen X, thank you for my Go Popular. My sister-in-law worked there, but had a doctor. I know, isn't it amazing, Queen? It's like, it's interesting that perspective, right? Like so many people were supposed to be there, but weren't that day. It's kind of crazy. Were you here, Janet? You came to see me? Hi, campground. All right, so first up, the first thing I want to look at, oh, I'm sorry I missed you. How did you miss me? What day were you there? I'm sorry you missed me. Did you love it? What day did you go? I'm only not there Saturday and Saturday. You were there Wednesday? Oh, yeah, that's my day off. Oh, did you like the store? Did you tell anybody you were from TikTok? It's a beautiful store, right? I wish you had told somebody you were from TikTok. They would have called me, or you know. It's so cute. Well, thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, your phone's about to die. Plug it in. All right, so let's talk about number one. We're talking about today anxiety and millennials, a food perspective. And I really think this is a great conversation to have. No more, go away, no more food. A great conversation to have. All right, so blood sugar and instability. And I think when you look at that, when your blood sugar is off, your nervous system is off. And when blood sugar spikes and crashes and the body releases stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. Thank you, Robin. What was it? Merci beaucoup. That random anxious feeling mid-morning is often a glucose crash, right? Not always, but often it could be looked at as a glucose crash, right? Because you're, I think I might have an allergy to these. As I'm eating them, my nose is running, so I better stop eating them. That's a good sign that they are not the right cracker for you. And they're gluten-free too, but there must be an ingredient in there that's totally bothering me. All right, so think about that for a second. That common millennial patterns, and I'm not calling you guys out, I'm just trying to help. So please don't feel like you're being called out. Common people problems, let's say that. Common problems, coffee on an empty stomach, skipping breakfast, high refined carb lunches, energy drinks. You guys are all into energy drinks, even my daughter. Energy drinks, gotta have an energy drink, and eating late at night. Now, one of the things that I was talking about yesterday morning is, think about this, right? You wake up, you don't take a minute to make breakfast, you run out the door, you get on a line, you wait and wait and wait, and you get those big giant cups of coffee. Maybe it's iced coffee, maybe it's an iced latte, maybe it's a caramel, whatever the holiday is, you know? Not only that, but you're drinking food dyes too. When you're doing those refreshers or those pink drinks or this drink, It's coming up to there's a flash goal. It's coming up to let's see what the flash goal is. Oh yeah. 31 gifters send an ice cream cone. Let's go. Come on, baby. Let's see if we can do it. You only have to send one. Don't forget to do your heart me first. That's a sore spot coffee. I'm sorry. I won't say it. Yep, just one each. Hi, Felicia. I'm doing this for you tonight. I felt so bad. Hi, Kim Ye. Hi, Charlie. Nice to see you. Thanks for my heart. So think about that, right? You get out of bed. And here's another thing I want to talk about. I think fasting is fabulous. I don't think there's anything wrong with fasting. But I do think don't wait till 1 o'clock to eat. Don't wait till 11 o'clock to eat. You're setting yourself up, especially when you're doing those coffee drinks. Well, I mean, when you're fasting, you're not supposed to drink a sweet coffee. But if you do, you're setting yourself up for a day of stress. And we don't want that. We want to be calm. We want to be relaxed. We want to be, good going into work. So what are some breakfast ideas? Yesterday I did a fried egg with some arugula, avocado, and pickled onion, or cream cheese, or kimchi, right? Something, and we're going to talk, as we go through this, you're going to understand why I'm doing fermented food and an egg and protein, right? You want to do high protein, high fiber. You really want to work there because this is how your blood sugar is going to be. And you're going to avoid those spikes, right? So eating late at night, I would, if you like to fast and it's a thing for you, I would be finishing dinner at 7, maybe, and if you're having anxiety, maybe what you need to do is shorten your window so that maybe you're doing 13 hours or 14 hours, not those 16, 18 hours, because you're setting yourself up for crash. Because if you wait that long, first of all, you're going to be ravenous. You're going to put anything in your pie hole and you're not going to feel good because it's going to make you crash. Or you're going to, it's not going to set you up. How does it help? Or what helps? Protein within 60 minutes of waking up. Grilled chicken, a piece of salmon. Last night you ate a rotisserie chicken, shred some rotisserie chicken and make a bunch of vegetables, mushrooms, broccoli, zucchini, saute all that, put it in a bowl and have that. Maybe you like a little Asian dressing on it. Maybe you want to put a tiny, tiny bit of rice, a couple of tablespoons. Yes, Lauren, but I want to see people do their fasting so that by 9 o'clock, between 8 and 9, or the latest 9:30, 10, have breakfast so that you're not, and make it not a sugary breakfast, not a processed carby, not a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll, a fried egg with vegetables and some kimchi or sauerkraut. Hey, no. And so what I'm saying is that's going to help the gut. It's going to keep everybody calm. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. It's backwards. I know, but then this thing is all wacky. I don't like it. Then I got to do this. Hold on. Come on. My screen is cracked. The screen protector is cracked right where I have to push that arrow. Okay, you happy now? 7 to 9 fasting is doable. I love that. That's 14. Is that 14 hours? 7, yeah, 12, 13, 14. Yeah. That is very doable and I think a good stretch of time. Do you concur, boss? We got 9 out of 31 ice cream cones. Let's hit it. Oh, I can't pin a goal. Can only pin a goal every 5 minutes. Okay. fine, just fine. Okay, so protein within 60 minutes of waking. So if you wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning or 6:30 in the morning, take a shower, whatever, you're working out, you take a shower, you're on your vibration plate, you're doing all of that. Hi Motak. I don't think that that's terrible, but I would add something protein to that. Even if you add, I want to see what the the protein content is. Hold on. I want to check something. I just want to check something really fast. If you add seeds to that, or, I personally, the carb thing, now some people, their blood sugar doesn't spike with oatmeal. It depends on how much sugar you're putting in there or things. But yeah, I was thinking exactly that. That's what I'm looking for. How many grams of protein are in flax? I forget. That's exactly what I was looking at, Robin. So there's 18 to 20 grams in 18 to 20 grams of protein in 100 grams of ground flax. So 2 tablespoons of ground flax is going to give you 4 to 5 grams of protein. Now, you could eat, what you could do with that breakfast, Motak, you could do a quinoa bowl because there's a lot of protein in quinoa. You could do a quinoa bowl with a fried egg and, and then sprinkle some flaxseed on it. That's great. The thing that you don't want to do is you don't want to eat a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll because the carbs are going to spike your blood sugar, and then you're washing it down with a sweet cup of coffee. St. Patrick's Day is coming. All those stupid sweet green drinks are coming out. And that is the worst. It's the worst until dinner. BF, if you don't have anxiety and it works for you, that's fine. I am speaking to the people who are really suffering from like anxiety and stress. And yeah, chia seeds are good also. Let me see. Let's look at that. Chia. I forget. I'm not as big a chia fan as I am flax, but whichever one you like is better, good. 17 to 19 grams. So it's pretty close to the same. 2 tablespoons is going to give you 4 to 6 grams. So you could put 2 tablespoons of chia and 2 tablespoons of flax. Just make sure you have a bathroom nearby. There's a lot of fiber too. So you don't want to, and it's got calcium, you got I think it's, 10 to 11 grams of fiber. So you're good. Those are all good. Shamrock shakes are so good. Are those green too, with ice cream or something and sugar and milk? Here, this is for you, buddy. No, you're done. Here you go, honey. There you go. Go relax. All right. Nah. All right, so we should come up with a shamrock shake that's not going to be bad for you. It's once a year. Kimberly, if you have no reaction to it, go for it. Remember, I'm speaking directly to my peeps that are in a bad way with anxiety and stress. Before they changed it, yeah, exactly. So also, you want to pair carbohydrates with fat or protein. I would say, yes, you can do that, but I also want to respect the laws of food combining with this kind of stuff, because if you're not breaking it down, you're interfering with your gut and digestion, and that doesn't work either, Yeah, I think smoothies, and I have one in here we're going to do tonight, so yeah. Yes, very bad for anxiety. Reducing liquid sugar is really important in the morning, for sure. And you want to eat every 3 to 4 hours, but you want to give your body, don't graze all day, because then you're not giving your body any time to digest and level off. But I feel very very lopsided today, and I can't see why. So you want to be able to yeah, I'm going to do those today. I have a whole bunch of food we're going to do, but we're going to get through some of the yapping first. What do you need? Hold on, guys. I'm just going to let the dog out. Okay, so now, next, so when the blood sugar steadies, you are in, remember, when your blood sugar steady, your nervous system is very steady, right? That's very, very important. You know what else is really good? How about some lemon balm tea? You can start your day with lemon balm. I love this. You can even get the drops of lemon balm, and there's a tincture, and when you do the tincture in your tea, or you could do it in your coffee. But if you have anxiety, you want to just chill a little on the coffee, right? Because that's going to give you the anxiety too. And here we are, coffee culture and the cortisol burnout. I make egg bites for the family so we can eat quick. I need to find a veggie to go with that. Spinach, mushrooms, any kind of greens, escarole. You could slice an avocado over the top of that. If you can handle peppers and you don't get inflammation from the peppers, you could do that also. Hold on. I have a little calmness for my doggies. Hard-boiled eggs, very nice. I think you could do avocado with a hard-boiled egg. I'm okay with that. Yeah, because that's fat and protein. And it's a fat that, your body can utilize. It's easily digested, and you are... Hold on, guys. I'm just want to chill my dogs out just a little bit so they just get a little bit calmer. Come here, Luke. Come here, baby. All right. I'm just gonna go grab my dog. If you have high triglycerides, are yolks no good? No, yolks are fine, but high triglyceride is more sugar, carby, like refined carbs and sugar. They're gonna do that. Lauren, you're here. Can you address that for a second while I just bring in my dog? I'll be right back. Can you address the high triglycerides, please? Come on, Jackson. Come inside, buddy. Come on, baby. Come on, big boy. Go lay down. Go lay down. Come here. Come here. Let me give you some calm. You guys are all hyped up tonight. All right. Sure. Okay. Right? High triglycerides are more like sugar, processed carbs, refined carbohydrates, right? I think that's what you have to watch for. I don't know not so much about fats, right? So when you do high fiber of 30 grams can work well. Oh, that'll help your triglycerides. Come here, buddy. Come on. Come here. Okay, good boy. Hey, Nico. All right. So here's a couple of things. When I talk about millennials, I think you guys had a bigger hustle culture, right? You were on the scroll. You were... How many sports did you do when you were a kid? Like, how many activities were you involved in? What were you doing? I just started a high fiber supplement from Thorne. That's a great company. But you can get it through food too. Don't forget that. And, I think, with that, every sport, every activity, you had no time to just go outside and be bored and play in the sun and do things. You were always on the move, always moving, always scrolling, video games like that. I think your age group were the ones that had, that first sort of create that moment in time where everything was a hustle. You didn't get to sit still, or have any downtime. So now coffee is sort of like almost like a personality trait. And caffeine stimulates the adrenal glands. And for someone who's already running on stress hormones, this can amplify, right? With racing thoughts, shaky hands, heart palpitations, sleep disruption. It doesn't mean no coffee. It's let's drink it in a smart way, right? Thanks for my goat, Pam. Don't drink coffee on an empty stomach, and try and drink it maybe 1 cup. And when I say a cup, 8 ounces, not the 10 ounces, not the 20 ounces. If you're drinking 20, try and get it down to like a 10 or a 12. If you're drinking 12, try and get it down to like 10 or 8, just kind of dial it back a little. And this is just to get a handle on stress and anxiety, right? Once you figure out when is a good time for you to have that cup of coffee, maybe you switch to mushroom coffee. Or we talked about yesterday morning, we talked about yerba mate. Yerba mate is one of those, matahine, caffeine. It's not caffeine in that jittery sense. It's more of, you became a super fan? Charlie, thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome to the party. Hey. So yerba mate is one of those teas that it doesn't give you the jitters. It doesn't give you the anxiety. It keeps you alert. Your creative mind opens up. It's very nice. It is a very nice way to get that alertness without the jitters. So I like that. I like 10 pounds of sugar in my tea. Not good. Is that tea on the Zon? Yes, it's, in fact, you can get that when you go to the LINK and the BIO and you scroll find My Kitchen Essentials. I do have this on there too. But yes, you can get it on the Zon. It's from, I believe it's Argentina. Yerba mate, high infused, nourishing. It's South American, but the Argentinians drink it in these really cool glass cups with metal, like a straw, and like they sip it, but it doesn't. Doesn't. I tried the pre-made one. It had 10 pounds of sugar in it. You mean 10 grams of sugar? Thanks for my heart. It is not caffeine in a sense of caffeine. They call it something else. Mahine. I forget what it's called nowadays. I don't remember. Let's see, coffee, nope, that's the pot. Mate, ecosystem, yerba mate, infused, made from naturally caffeinated leaves of the holly tree. Atlantic rainforest of Brazil, Paraguay, and Argentina. It's great, but I will tell you, do not drink this after 11 in the morning the first time you drink this. If you're going to drink it for the first time, drink it in the morning and then wait and see how it affects you, because it really wakes you up. It makes you very alert. You get vivid dreams. It's very beautiful. I find that when my immune system is strong, my anxiety is not so bad. That's a good point. That means your gut's in good shape, and we're going to get to that. Okay, so consider green tea, matcha, yerba mate. Those are all great without the jitters, without you feeling, overwhelmed. And I would cycle them off, right? Try one, then go to the next, go to the next, go to the next. I wouldn't, don't listen to me because I'm drinking my mushroom coffee for 2 straight years now, and a lot of it. But yes, you want to cycle it a little bit. The first time I'm definitely drank it after 11 a.m. the first time. It's going to keep you up, Dee Dee. All right, so let's now talk about ultra processed. Thank you. Thanks, Rob, June. Let's talk about ultra processed diets and inflammation. So for me, when I look at this and we talk about this, and we've talked about this 1,000 times in here, highly processed foods disrupt your gut microbiome balance, your omega-3 and omega-6 ratios, and spit it out. I need sugar in my tea. Oh, really? Try honey. Try honey. And really, you need to try it like 8 times before you say you don't like it. Sip it 8 times before you don't like it. Thanks for the follow. Our first follower of the night. Whoop, whoop. Welcome. All right, my sticker's over here. All right, let's see what we got going on. Hold, please. All right, we'll cycle through all our pins. So I like honey too. Yeah, honey's great. Raw honey is perfect. Manuka honey, you get even more benefits. Hey, Swizz. You can learn to like it. I learned to drink black coffee. Yeah. Suck it up, buttercup. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for all that love. Okay, so now micronutrient status. So inflammation is increasingly linked to mood stability. You're inflamed, your gut's all out of whack, you don't feel good, you know, everything happens in your gut, right? Your gut microbiome, your gut-brain axis. We're going to get to that in a minute. So an anxious brain is often inflamed, right? Think about this for a second with our children. If you have little ones and they can't sit still and, you know, they had pancakes for breakfast or a donut or a bowl of cereal. I mean, we grew up with, I don't know, what is that with the toucan on it? Follow your nose wherever it goes, the flavor of fruit. It always knows. There was no freaking fruit in that cereal. It was just a bunch of sugar and, you know, crap. But think about the barrage these kids get nowadays. And then they're made to sit still. They're not allowed up. Their recreation is really controlled. I mean, we ran around like crazy people. Fruit Loops, that's it. Dee Dee, you're funny. What's 420 honey? You mean like Manuka? Is that number that high? Does it go that high in Manuka honey? So you know, think about those things. Like, I'm going to be annoying with another question. Thoughts on lion's mane. Lion's mane's great. I don't find that annoying. I like when you guys ask a lot of questions because I feel like you're listening, you're engaged, and you are interested in the topic. So ask away. Annoy me. Mary Jane Honey, stop that. You're going to get me in trouble. Toucan Sam. Okay, yes, Toucan Sam. Sweet honey, yes. So, you know, here's some supportive shifts, right? When we're talking about processed food. Oh, that's what you meant by 420? Wild salmon, sardines, walnuts, omega-3, right? That's all for your omega-3s. Leafy greens for magnesium, pumpkin seeds for zinc, fermented foods for gut health, real whole foods over packaged substitutes. You know, make yourself some fresh granola. Oh, did I bring it out? Wait a minute. We brought this out last night. We talked about it 1,000 times yesterday. Hold on. This little jar of love is so good. Such a snacky thing. If you can't stand breakfast or you need something, a little handful of the... It's okay, Slade. I give you a pass. Thank you. Thank you, Dee Dee. This is a great snack jar. We have this recipe all over the place. We've done it a bunch of times. You know, so you'll find it in the recipe vault. But in here, I have pumpkin. For me, this is my snack jar, but you can do any one of the ones that you want. Thank you, Robin. It's got walnuts and cashews. It's got goji berries, sunflower seeds, sliced almond, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, and goji berries, and then dried fruit, pineapple, and everything in here is organic. Yeah, Manuka honey's great with tea. You could do that. So, you know, it's no coincidence that walnuts look like a brain, right? They're there for omega-3. Oh, and I have like the big nice shaved coconut. Yeah. What, this recipe? Yep. In the vault. It's in it's in the vault. I have to tell you, I carry this jar on long car rides, on trips, on plane rides. I carry this jar with me when I'm, in my office. I always have a jar like this because it is nutrient dense snacking food. And there'll be a moment where, one handful, two handfuls, and then you forget about eating. Because it's packed with so many nutrients. Excuse me. That once you're eating nutrient dense food, it is very hard to overeat. I'm gonna suck that down with some water. What do you think about that, Lauren? When you are eating nutrient dense food, it is very difficult to overeat because you're getting everything your body needs. It's satisfied. If you're looking for more food after that, then you are, well, I do have well water. If you're looking for food after that, you're bored. You're not hungry, right? I'm a grazer, yeah. So mood lives in the gut as much as it lives in your mind, right? So I think a lot of what happens to us is it's like a vicious cycle, right? You eat, it goes in your gut, it crosses your brain gut barrier, and then it shifts everything, right? If you're eating foods like sugar or food, things that have food dyes or just empty calories or seed oil filled snacks, cannoli from a donut shop today, and it wasn't even a cannoli. I know, right? My water's so good. It really is, Janet. I'm sorry. I want your well water. I know. Yeah, he can't have chocolate. He's not going to get anything. He's just going to sit here. So it was just a cannoli shaped donut. That's weird. There was no cannoli cream in it. What's the point? That's not right. All right. So, for me, I want you to remember this when you're making choices about food, especially with young kids, and even, our young adult kids. What do you think of organic palm oil? I think I would use it very sparingly. I feel like I can sue for this. What do you think? What do you mean? What are you talking about, Dee Dee? You're being weird tonight. You're like a troublemaker tonight. What's going on? I was so upset I threw it down on the counter and walked away. Wait a minute. What did I miss? Oh, that's funny. That is so funny. Super fan. Did you leave and come back? Thank you. Troublemaker. All right. So I want you to keep that in mind. An anxious brain is an inflamed brain. When you feel anxiety, when you feel nervous, you have to ask yourself, what am I eating? Now, remember, trauma, life, stress at work, family stress, children stress, marriage stress, all of that stuff is important. I'm putting that aside tonight and saying, okay, on top of all of that, what are you doing? What are you putting in your mouth that is making you stressed? What are you feeding yourself? Are you feeding yourself love? Are you feeding yourself nutrient dense food? Are you feeding yourself good nutrient dense food that's going to keep your mind calm, keep your mind and body and soul calm while you're dealing with all the other stressors that aren't as easy to control, right? Hi, William. I didn't get the notification that you were live today. I put it everywhere tonight, Ruby. I know the app's having a lot of stress lately. Guys, don't forget to tap the screen. Get those hearts moving. That's going to bring people in. Share. Let me see. We have 114 shares. We should hit 300 shares tonight. This is a really good topic. All right, buddy, you got to go down now. Here you go. So then, okay, so, all right, mood lives in the gut, right? As much as it's in the mind. Let's talk about magnesium deficiency. I say this to people, and I know, Lauren, if you're here, I need you to back me up on this. I believe also that stress comes from vitamin D, there you go, doggy. Vitamin D and magnesium, right? When you're deficient in those, and B vitamins, I don't want to forget B vitamins. When you're deficient in those three things, it is very easy for your body to just dip into stress mode, dip into anxiety mode. Now, you can get those vitamins from food. Oh, and by the way, any of you that we were talking about, Schweed and all that, that leaches B vitamins out of your body. I just want you to know that, especially if you're smoking. Just saying, I'm not judging, but remember that. Make sure you're taking in vitamin B, a B complex, if you like to partake. Because when you do, you need to put those B vitamins back somehow. If you're a vegan and you're not eating tempeh, it is the only way. Then make sure you take vitamin B. And you might not have anxiety. I don't know. This is all about anxiety and stress. Mostly anxiety, but stress it. So magnesium is that relaxation mineral. It is, stress increases magnesium needs. Stress-free, I bet. With smoking and coughing, how could you be stressed? Thank you, Renee, for sharing. B complex, very good for you. Vitamin D, very good. I am, in the wintertime, I take 10,000. In the summer, if I'm outside, I do 5. That's me. That's my choice. You do you. I don't know what works for you, what doesn't. Don't forget to tap and tell me how much you love this live. Let's get some hearts flying up there. Or you guys taking notes. D3 and K2. Yeah, that's what they say. That's the better way. Okay, so signs of low magnesium. You ready? Tight shoulders, jaw clenching, restless sleep, constipation, feeling wired but very tired. Thank you, Robin. You know they hid that. They won't let you say that, Janet. Isn't that funny? So silly. Okay, what are your food sources for magnesium? Dark leafy greens, cacao, almonds, avocados, and beans. All great sources. I know, it's so crazy. All right. Sometimes anxiety is the body asking for minerals too. Oh my God, if you see her, yeah, but I don't want to put it in there because there was a word in there that, if you, just because there's a word in there. I know it's just, I don't want to get in trouble. This algorithm stuff is very sensitive lately. So I'm just gonna not deal tonight at all. Hey, Carrie. All right. So social media, late night eating, and circadian rhythm. So our body has a natural rhythm. They call it the circadian rhythm. And, I tend to argue this because when you do a little research about how it was, a million years ago, or not a million, but 100 years ago, people really didn't sleep through the night. They would take short naps through the night. They would wake up a little bit. But over time, we expect to because our day, we don't nap during the day. So our bodies are now used to this thing of, getting 8 hours of sleep or 9 hours of sleep. Some people need 10. You got to figure out what your number is and don't go below 6 or 7, right? Yeah, when you read about that, it's very interesting because, people would go to sleep right? There was candlelight. No, when there was no electricity, you went to sleep. And maybe you got up, you slept for 4 or 5 hours, you'd get up, you'd you would either read or just sit up and rest or go out and look at the night sky. You'd come back in and go back to sleep. You'd wake up at dawn and, you'd go out and farm or do, all that hard labor. I know, it's weird. I only read that like once or twice and I was like, that's kind of interesting. But now, over time we have changed that, the way that we work. But there are cultures still all over the world that, rest in mid-afternoon, they get a nap and then they keep going. But, some of the things that I think our society does now is we're on the app and then they keep going. But some of the things that I think our society does now is we're on that scroll. You wake up in the middle of the night and you start scrolling and you got that blue light on you and all the EMFs on you. And then maybe you're snacking under a blue light. Right. So hard to sleep. Yeah. I'm going to tell you, Janet, that's a very good point. And I'm going to tell you what that is. I don't know if Lauren's still here. She might agree with me. But what I believe that is, and what I think that is when you finally get a good night's sleep, I think your body, your adrenal glands, your cortisol hormone says, oh my God, we can finally relax. She's taking care of her body and resting. And you feel more tired because you finally shut off your adrenal, that fight or flight, cortisol. I gotta move, 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 blah, 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 You understand? So I am convinced, because I feel it in my own body, when I actually get an 8-hour night of sleep, and then the next night I get an 8-hour night of sleep, the next day I am exhausted because my body just realized, oh my God, she's taking care of me now. Yippee, I don't have to be on. Right? What do you think about that? I never deny my craving. So I would say, so keep that in mind. Thank you, Christina. Think that in mind. Keep that in mind the next time that happens to you, because be kind to your body. I've had a bad cold and I haven't been sleeping. New favorite cold medicine is Cold Calm from Borean. It's great. It dries you up so you can sleep, right? That's a great one. Robin, level 35, sister. Look at you. Robin Mon. Let's get rid of that. I think I can type that out. Congrats, Robin. Put a little heart on it. Hello. Is that going to let me go out? Wait, hold on. See, this thing. Oh. I can't see the chat now. Oh, emojis are not available. That's mean. All right, fine. I remember being 35 a million years ago. Yeah, but we were 35 in a funner time. It still was okay. It still was not the way 35-year-olds, millennials had 35. I think they had it rougher. I really do. I really, really do. They didn't grow up outside. They grew up in a car being shuffled from place to 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 place. And then when they were home, they were on their phone, they were on their scroll, they were, playing video games. They were not outside in fresh air, getting vitamin D and feeling good, So I think that's the difference. All right. Scrolling at midnight, snacking under blue light, sleeping 5 to 6 hours. This disrupts melatonin, blood sugar, and cortisol cycles. So you have to think about that. Food timing matters. I got the puzzle piece. I'm doing this, and I got the puzzle piece. You You had to read Robin's message twice. I never had a smartphone until I was 35. Interesting. Yep. Yep. All right. Signs of low magnesium. I forgot to do that. Oh, we did that. Okay, never mind. Okay. So food timing matters, right? Try this. Try eating dinner 3 hours before you go to bed. A protein-rich breakfast. Morning sunlight. Get out and walk. If you got a dog, take the dog outside. Get outside and walk a little. Get some sunshine on your face. If you get to work 10 minutes early, don't stay in your phone and read your phone. Get outside. Stand outside. Maybe look at your phone like this. Just for a few minutes, get that sun on your body. Go for a walk at lunch if you can, even if it's around your building or around your office or down the block, anything like that. It's just going to be better for you. It's just going to be better. All right, social media. Okay, we did all that. Herbal tea instead of nighttime snacks. Where's my lemon balm? Lemon balm chamomile. The best. The best. Love this tea. It's my last tea bag. I got to buy it tomorrow. All right, so you got it. So that's number 5. Then we're going to cook some food. Number 6, the gut-brain axis. Nearly 90% of serotonin is produced in the gut. What? Nearly 90% of serotonin is produced in the gut. Chronic stress alters the gut bacteria. Poor diet alters gut bacteria. Antibiotic use alters gut bacteria. So what can you do to support your gut? Fermented vegetables, yogurt or kefir if you tolerate it. Bone broth, bone broth. Bone broth. Fiber from vegetables and legumes. And slow eating, mindful eating. Digestion and emotional regulation are intimately connected. Bone broth. It's a good gut repairer. Did you know that? Bone broth. I'm a big fan. Did you know it? How about that's going to be a clip? I'm sure Tyler's watching it. Ha 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 ha. He's watching. I hear him laughing. Bone broth, bone broth, bone broth. Oh yeah, and bone broth. It's great for your it's great for your gut. I know, right? Bone broth. It's good for your gut. So you got it. It's connected, right? Your gut, right? You're eating food. You're eating, bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. It goes down your gut. It sits there and putrefies because you can't digest all that crap. The gluten gets you. Your stomach's all wonky. Now your brain is like, whoa. And you pass out on your desk as soon as you get to work because you're crashed. I saw the split pea soup video the other day. Oh, is it good? I didn't see it. Is it good? I don't know that one, or I don't remember it. Brain fog kicks in. You can't think. So eat a fried egg or a scrambled egg with some sliced avocado, a little fermented sauerkraut, kimchi, pickled onion, pickled vegetables, any of those things besides a roll and cheese. Learn to love it. You're going to feel better. Your anxiety is going to go away. You know what it's like to be buzzing, and then all of a sudden you're not. Peace falls over the land. Oh, okay. Look up split pea soup song. Okay. I'm going to watch that. So, I think about like food as a rhythm, like you get in sync with your body. And I mean, this is a little foofy, but go with it. Anxiety often increases when life gets chaotic, right? You're having a dinner party, and right before the dinner party, you're screaming and yelling at the whole freaking house, and then everybody gets there, and you're like, "Oh, hi!" The kids are hovering in a corner, freaking out upstairs. They don't want to deal with it. Whatever the case is, you get going on a job interview, and I don't know, you buy one of those big coffees, and your brain starts to get all foggy, and then you sit there and you're a mess. There's a corn dog song to look to. All right, we'll have to find that. So I think, when you start to build a rhythm or you get in sync with your body and you learn, especially if you love to do the, I think millennials like fasting. I think it's a big thing for them. The boomers, we don't necessarily, we do it, but, as an age group, it's not something we grew up thinking about or doing, but for the millennials, they like to fast. It's part of their space, carb rave is pretty fun. Oh, you guys are talking about one eye is blinking faster than the other. Yeah. But so what I was saying is sort of get in that rhythm. And I think fasting helps you get in that rhythm, actually, because, if you're doing that 7 at night, you stop eating, and then by 9 o'clock in the morning, you got a nice 14-hour time frame. So between 9 and 9:30, you're having breakfast. That's good for your body. Sit down and eat. Don't eat in your car. The amount of time it's going to take you to wait on that line for 15 minutes to get your coffee or a toasted bagel. I don't care where you go. It's going to take 15 minutes. I don't care. You're not getting out anywhere in a deli or during breakfast time for less than 15 minutes. From the time it takes you to drive, park, scroll on your phone a second, talk to whoever, stand online, place an order, watch these young kids make it. I'm in a deli. I see it every day. People are losing their minds trying to wait for their sandwich. So what I'm saying to you is take that time at home, sit down, sit outside, eat your breakfast for 5 minutes, and leave for the day. It's just a shift. Do I do it? No, I don't. But if you're battling anxiety, try it. Get in that rhythm. See if it helps. We're in a little bit of a wave, guys, which is awesome. So if you guys can tap. Do you know that are you guys tapping today? I'm curious. Because it's not showing on the screen today at all. There's no tapping showing on the machine. Yes, chew your food, people. Beefo, chew your food. Imagine going postal over a sandwich. I don't have to imagine it. I see it happen. But you see what I'm saying? That you see tapping. I see no tapping at all. I see no tapping. Let me see if I come in and out. Hold on, guys. I'm going to come in and out. I'm back. No, nothing. Absolutely nothing. So crazy. Hold on. Let me put these things up. These wonderful things. Wonderful thing about Tigger. Tigger's a wonderful thing. I'm traveling early tomorrow, so I have to say goodnight. Is it rodeo weekend? I cannot wait to see videos. Yeah, people are crappy. So crappy. I see no hearts. I can't see any tapping. There's no tapping on my screen at all tonight. That's why I keep saying, guys, come on. How come you're not tapping? There's no tapping showing at all. All right, so you don't see any either? Okay, technical issues. Yeah, it's been glitchy all week, I think. I'm tapping and I see hearts, but I can't see numbers. So I see numbers. We're at 46,000. We have 8,000 cabbages to get. I would love to get our fragment back if you're in it to win it. Ooh, we're in a welcome in. Keep tapping and sharing. If you're here for the first time, we're talking about anxiety and stress for the millennials. So join us, add what you're thinking. Thanks, user. I'm 46, Thea. Okay, great. Thank you, Christina, for the heart me's. I see numbers and tapping. I do not. I see no tapping tonight. Nothing. Blank. Okay, so breakfast at roughly the same time of day, right? If you're fasting, it kind of gets you on that rhythm. Sit down to eat without a screen. I was talking about last night mindful eating, right? And I noticed, in our house, when we're home and we're all together, well, all three of us are together, we do say our little prayer. When I have a dinner party, I always say a little prayer. We were talking about it last night. It's bless the food before us, the family beside us. Thank you, howdy partner. And the love between us. And, just a little prayer. Just a little something. Girl Scouts always prayed before eating. A little joy of gratitude, those little things. Yeah, I love prayers, right? I know there is an update come out for this app yesterday, if I remember. Oh, is that what happened? I got to see if mine updated. So, if you sit down and you look at your beautiful, healthy plate of food and just say, oh, thank you for this plate of beautiful food. That's going to make me feel so good. You updated. I have to see. Maybe I didn't do that. Yeah. Chew it thoroughly, break it down, cook one meal at home every day. Try and do that for yourself. Cook one meal at home. Because when you're stable in the kitchen, it builds stable in the nervous system. The nervous system wants to feel safe. What does that mean? That means all of the things we're talking about. Good sleep, calmer thoughts, less rushing, right? Eating a healthy meal. All of those things send signals to our nervous system saying, it's okay. Everything is okay. And little by little, your anxiety will start to go away. Right. Janet, it's funny that you say that. I am in the store. I'm in a store every day because I work there. But and I cook. So I am cooking. I'm one of the lucky ones, right? I'm cooking every day, fresh food. I am at the stove at some point during every day. Yes. Yes, Renee, all of that. It really helps. And I'm going to tell you, I didn't talk about this last night, and we talked about other things yesterday, but I'm glad we're doing this for a second time. Like you said, Renee, remember we said this needs a part 2. And then I realized I had shut the chat off yesterday morning because on Monday, I brought us to just, subscribe, the super fan, and I never took it off. Thank you. Thank you for the submitting of the inquiry. So anyway, what I see, we've almost reached all our goals here. All right, hold on. Hold, please. I'm going to put this up. If you guys are loving this, I have a 20-page anxiety thing. What did I say yesterday? Did I count 18 recipes or more? I think there's over 18 recipes in this packet. We're going to cook some tonight in a little bit. Do you think we can get that many cabbages before 11 tonight? We got 40 minutes. Do you think we could do it? It's up to you guys. I can't do it. But if you can do it, that would be fun. All right. So what this is not, what this little packet and what this little conversation is not, I'm not saying that anxiety just comes from food. I think it comes from trauma, stress from work and all those things, right? So I'm just giving you this piece of food because I believe that what we eat can either help or exasperate stress and anxiety. So I want to give you the piece of the puzzle that while you're, healing all the other stuff, you are putting good food in your body that keeps your nervous system calm and safe, and you can check that off your list. Make sense? Therapy is unnecessary. I'm not saying that, right? And I'm also not saying that medication is wrong. I'm just saying that the nervous system is biochemical and food is biochemistry, right? Fiber, fats, every food you put in your mouth either leaches from your body or adds to your body. So what do you want to do? Do you want to, you know what I mean? Like if you want to stay in the anxiety pool, okay. But there's other ways out that can help you. And this is one of them. So that's what I want to share tonight for you. So, okay. So, I put together in this packet. Thank you. Let's go. Let's make more. Oh, we have more, a couple more here. Hi, hi, New York. So I got you. I have not forgotten. It is on my mind all day, every day. But it takes me time. So please don't think that I forgot about you. I look at this 4-week nervous system reset through food as sort of a stabilization plan. And it's broken down into 4 weeks. And each week kind of builds on the week prior. So the first week is sort of stabilizing the blood sugar week, right? It's what can I eat? I love that. I'm feeling such a hippie mama. Hold on one second. The first one is to stabilize blood sugar. So what can you cook to stabilize blood sugar, right? Yesterday we did, so here, why this matters, right? I did a little thing in here. For each week, I gave you why it matters, a concrete protocol, and what the changes you can expect, okay? I love to make daisy chains. Charlie, you reached level 26. All right, you're out, Robin. We got another person. Oh, I put the wrong one out. All right, hold on. Let's do that again. Hi, Charlie. Hold on. Oh, come on, phone. Don't do it. All right, there we go. Done, it says. I love to make daisy chains. I'm new here. Hey, Robert, welcome in. Nice to see you. Wait a minute. Can I be naughty? All right. I don't know. Can you? Oh, thank you, Mama. That kind of naughty? Oh, no. Oh, no. You've been very good. You've been very good. All right. Oh, Renee. Thank you, sister. All right, guys, you're going to help Renee. We're going to get there. We got to get there. 100,000, 200 shares, all the things. Let's go. We got this. We got this. All right. So, why this matters. Blood sugar, week 1. Blood sugar swings directly trigger adrenaline and cortisol. We don't want that. Many people interpret that as biochemical stress. Many people interpret the biochemical stress surge as anxiety. So when your blood sugar is flipping up and down and you get that buzz of stress or anxiety that comes and your heart is starting to, you're getting that, oh my God, what is going on? Why am I feeling like this? I don't understand. Take a minute, take a breath and go, wait a minute. Did I eat? What did I eat? Did I drink coffee today did I drink my St. Patty's Day green boogie drink with caffeine and green food dye? Is that why I don't feel good? Maybe. You know what I mean? Take that minute. Renee, look at that tiny riding a bowl. Oh my God. Lucky rainbow ride. I want to get on that lucky rainbow ride. Thank you, sis. All right. So, so that's what you're looking at, right? So that surge. So how do we do that? It was so adorable, Robin. So you're a hangry girl? Do you get hangry? Because hangry is it, Felicia. You know, when you're hangry, anxiety's coming, right? Thank you, Charlie, for my heart. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, guys. We're going to get there. We're at 4.9 and we're at 10:26. I think we can do it. Ooh, thank you, thank you, thank you. And don't forget to put those heart me's in. Last week, I think we got to like 195 or something. We're at 164. I think you're right. I think there was a reset. Janet! Whoop, whoop. All right, so never eat carbohydrates alone. Always eat them with fiber. So here's a good thing. If you have a blood sugar issue, a great afternoon lunch is half a cup of short grain brown rice. Oh, somebody put a treasure chest. Somebody got a treasure chest up there. That's a super fan box. Whoever clicks it. Renee, you sent a super fan box. 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Somebody's going to become a super fan tonight. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Renee. Thank you, Janet. Okay, so what was I saying? I got okay. So now, you eat within 60 minutes of waking up. You're going to include 20 to 30 grams of protein at breakfast. 20 to 30 grams of protein at breakfast. I'm going to show you a protein drink today too that you can do that's going to get you there. Just tap on it, newbies. Somebody probably already did. I think you have to do it as soon as it gets up there. The first person that taps it. Where are we at? We're at 2 minutes. We're at 61,000 likes. We've got 4.6 thousand cabbages to go. We're doing it. Hello, got to finish packing. Where are you going? Oh, got it. We got one more. All right. Include 20 to 30 grams of protein. Eat every 3 to 4 hours, but don't graze. I'm a grazer. I get it. I taste all day. But we are Florida. That sounds awesome. Yeah, you guys have had some crazy stuff go down in Michigan this week. I hope everybody's okay. Eat every 3 to 4 hours, but don't double dip in that 3 to 4 hours. Eat and then give your body a chance to digest its food. Because if you keep grazing, you're going to trigger anxiety. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you. Thank you for my spring bouquet. Appreciate it so much. We're at 58 seconds. Whoops. Oh, Travis got some for him. Home run. Oh, I don't know what that is. Fasting is great too. Yes. Tornado 50 miles from me. It's crazy. Yeah, you guys have had some crazy weather, crazy stuff. Sending love and prayers your way. Robin. Goodbye. Go try tag somewhere else. Find something else to do. I got it. Up. We keep doing it back and forth. Can I do it or are you going to do it? Up. Is he muted already? Okay. We kept unmuting and muting. All right. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm going to keep yapping. Oh, we have to add more goals. We're at 4.2. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. All right, we're going to set a new goal. You guys ready? Find some hats of joy. We're going to go for the big leagues now, just to get them done. Let's see what we got. We got hand heart. Let's do 5. Hold on, guys. We are working the room tonight. Let's go old school. No. We did Cupid already. Let's do St. Patrick's hat. 4. Hold on, I'm almost there. Ooh, and then let's go for my favorite. Oh, hold on. I'm almost there. Don't leave me. Keep tapping and sharing and loving and doing all the fun. All right, we'll do these first. Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm new here. Hi, Juliana. Welcome. Welcome. We are talking anxieties and the millennial. Anxiety, stress, and the millennial. We're about to cook. So this is our 4-week nervous system reset, okay? Concrete protocol, right? Eat within 60 minutes of waking, include 20 to 30 grams of protein at breakfast. Never eat carbohydrates alone. Make sure they're filled with vegetables. Hi, Louis. Hi, Louis. Welcome in. Welcome. Don't forget to follow, drop your heart, join in, keep rolling the chat, bring your pals in. We are talking anxiety in the millennials. I'm Chef Liz. I've been cooking organic whole foods for 40 years. I work in a health food store I'm in my 22nd year now. And I have been on this app for, I think I'm going into my 16th month. And I am here teaching, sharing all my love and information on food and healing. And tonight, this was our kitchen pharmacy class yesterday, and I wanted to repeat it. So we're talking now. We've been talking since, I don't even know, since 9 o'clock, I guess, about an hour and a half, and we're just about to start cooking. So also never eat carbohydrates alone. Eliminate liquid sugar completely. No liquid sugar, no soda, no sweet coffee drinks. You know, if you're going to have a little sugar in your coffee, try monk fruit sugar. It tastes a little brown sugary. Try stevia if you can handle it. Just to reset. This is just a 4-week reset. Don't panic. It's not forever. I'm not trying to starve you. I'm just trying to say if you're suffering, this is a great way to do it. Got it? If you want to learn more about what we do here, what does that say? I can't handle stevia. Don't eat it then. Then do what you can do. Try maple sugar. If you are new here and you want to find out about what we're doing here, join this movement. Oh my God. I gave my little doggies and my big dog a little calming, and I think I knocked them out. They are out. You can click on this and you'll get read pin. Congratulations to Gen X. You just became your new super fan, Gen X. Yippee. Hi, Sunny Debs. I'm so happy for you. Guys, don't forget to share. Let's get that share up to 200,000. That's gonna rock us here. Keep sharing. Keep sharing. I love that. That's such a nice gift. Wow, we only have 1 new follower tonight. We need to get 4 more new followers. We have a lot of goals to hit because it makes a difference for our algorithm. So if you're new here, drop a follow, share the live, drop a follow, drop your hearts, like do all the things. It really helps. It really helps your creators and you. You get your engagement points. Very important. If you are a creator and you come in here and this is your live, definitely do all those things. It really helps. Okay, reduce caffeine by 25% for this week. Just for this week. If you drink a 20 ounce, try and drink 12 ounce, 16 ounce. If you share out the live, repost. Hi, Bretta, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you. It really means a lot. And it really helps get the word out because we're fun here. We're, as Sean says, we're a bunch of Fonzies. So what changes? Fewer afternoon crashes, reduces the heart racing episodes, fewer out of nowhere anxiety spikes, and it improves the emotional steadiness of your body, right? This alone can reduce your baseline anxiety intensity by a noticeable margin. So if you do all of these things, eat within 60 minutes of waking, include 20 to 30 grams of protein at breakfast, grilled chicken, shredded chicken, 2 eggs, vegetables, leave out the sandwich and the toast and the potato, leave that out. Somebody said oatmeal with flaxseed and chia seeds, 2 tablespoons of each of those with a half a cup of oatmeal. That's a lot of fiber. Make sure you have a bathroom with blueberries, lots of vegetables, lots and lots and lots of vegetables. It makes a huge, huge, huge difference. A huge difference. Eliminate your liquid sugar and try and reduce your caffeine, even if it's a little tiny bit. It is going to be a game changer for you. Jennifer, you watched the live today for 200 minutes. I love that. Thank you very much. I'm really glad you're here. Okay, let's cook something. So yesterday I made I made a fried egg with arugula and avocado and some sauerkraut with pickled onion, and that was my breakfast, right? I showed you guys what that looked like. What's important about a meal like that is protein within the first and gut balance. So if you eat slow and you sit down and you take a minute, it is going to make a huge difference for you. We are at 10:36. We have 25 minutes to hit that cabbage goal. If you can do it and you can help the hey Nance, if you can help the party, I would be very happy. It will make a big difference. Thank you. All right, so that one's done. So now let's do some salmon. Let's do a salmon plate. Steamed broccoli, a little cooked quinoa. This is like a great lunch, a good dinner. I have quinoa. Have you guys made quinoa before? Let's make some quinoa. So I mixed my quinoas. I have a little red and a little white. Doesn't matter. You can, if you don't like, you can do either one or the other. I think what did our friend say? Lauren, are you still here? She might be asleep already. You adore salmon? Ooh, all right. I'm gonna do a couple of different ways to do this. I'm gonna do my favorite way to do salmon so you can see it. Look, a cup of quinoa, and then I have it for the next day. It's hard to cook like a half a cup of quinoa. So I'm gonna put this in here. Now, if you like to add spices to it, you can do that. You can chop some onion in here and add a little bit of and I don't know, leeks or something. And if you like a little ginger or you like a little, can I carry? Oh, Lauren, you're here. How many grams of protein are in quinoa? Again, I forget what you said and I never remember. I'm doing like a half a teaspoon of. This cooks really fast. It's a great grain. If you've not tried it before, I would try it. And if you like it, it's a great grain to eat in the morning instead of rice or potato or toast. This is a much better way. You can have this with a fried egg or scrambled egg, a little on the side. If you're gonna have 2 eggs, I would do a 1/4 cup of quinoa. I wouldn't do a full cup, but I would do about a 1/4 cup. Lauren? I think you said I could scroll through the chat. Now, it's 1 cup of quinoa to 2 cups of water. So we're gonna do, this is a half a cup. Oh, I did a half a cup. So we're gonna put in 1 cup of water. Yes, how much protein is in quinoa again? In a half a cup serving? I forget what you said. I'm gonna put this on high, bring it to a boil, and then I'm gonna bring it back down. 6 grams in a half a cup. That's great. You could eat a 1/4 cup, you get an extra 3 grams of protein in that with your breakfast and some eggs. Really nice. If you want, use a little coconut amino. Maybe put some mushroom or, I don't know, leek or scallion, a little ginger, put some egg. You know, you could almost make like a fried rice with eggs and vegetables for breakfast, right? And your quinoa. Do a fried quinoa instead of rice. It won't spike your blood sugar. It's gonna keep it nice and level and even. Eat some broccoli with that or chop up some greens, right? This is what you're thinking. This is what we're looking to do. You make a little shift of foods that you love and life gets better. It just gets better. Okay, so now I have a piece of salmon. I'm gonna show you how I love to eat this. And it's wonderful to eat it this way. This is my favorite way. Now, we make it in the shop. We make it with apricot and ginger and a little salt with apricot, but I don't want to do that because I don't like sweet with my food. But it's very popular in my store. And you guys have seen me make that. I know if you've watched my lives on a Sunday morning or during the week when we're setting up the case, I know you guys probably have seen that salmon before. But for today, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my salmon and I'm gonna put it in a bowl gonna use a tiny bit of olive oil. I'm gonna use garlic and lemon, and I'm gonna see, I don't think I have dry dill. Let me dig through here and see. We're gonna do garlic, olive oil, and lemon. We're gonna have some quinoa. We're gonna make a little broccoli, and you're gonna see a beautiful meal come together really quick. This takes about maybe 25 minutes, and it's gonna be on the table. And so it's not like you're wasting a lot of time, right? It's on the table before you can order, pick it up, bring it home, unpack it, go out to dinner, spend a butt ton of money. And salmon, believe it or not, fish is very, very easy to cook. It's easy. Now, oh, that's a bummer. I have no fresh dill. How do I not have fresh dill? I mean, dry dill. That's so weird. Well, anyway, I usually do a dry dill on this, but I'm not doing that today because I don't have it. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put my fish in here. I have a small piece of fish. Let me see, it's about, what do I have here? It's 1/3 pound, so it's 4 ounces. That's plenty. Now, if you can, you know, my daughter eats salmon for breakfast. She cannot eat, you know, carby stuff and sweet breakfast. It tears up her gut. Now I'm gonna do, you know, salmon's very fatty, so you don't really need a lot of olive oil. So I'm just gonna put a little bit. It's like 1.5 teaspoons. Then I'm gonna add, I might have some fresh dill actually. I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic powder. 1/8 teaspoon. If you like onion powder, you can add that. Oh, sorry guys, you're watching my head instead of me, my bowl. Hold on. Okay, there you go. Right? You're gonna add a little bit of onion powder. We're gonna add a pinch of salt. You don't need a lot, right? It's a small piece. And we're gonna put lemon in here, so that's gonna bring the flavor up. I have lemon juice. Let me just check and see if I have fresh dill. I didn't even think to check that, but I might grab it. I might. Nope. No fresh dill. Bummer. Well, anyway, I would put fresh dill in this in a heartbeat, right? With my lemon, garlic, fresh dill. Just really nice. So I'm going to add that. Very simple. Look how simple this is. We put this in, and then I'm just going to mix this a little bit. And, you know, if you have fresh fish and you have a good source of fish, it is not going to smell. It's just not. So please know that. If you guys want to find out more about the organic food movement, you can go here and, you know, send us a little note or a link and we will hook you up. There's a whole recipe vault and cookbook, and I have a cookbook out. I have ebooks. We have all kinds of things. We have a kitchen pharmacy part of our recipe vault that does all of these papers are in that you can learn from and get. And there's over 500 recipes in the recipe vault. So check that out. It's also, I think you can also follow that arrow over there. It's fabulous. Fabulous. We have 3 new followers tonight. So if we can get 2 more, it's like the goal of TikTok. And it's free to follow. So if you're loving this, follow. Okay, so now I'm going to turn this to about 365. I'm going to put it on my convection bake. And I'm going to bake this for about 15 minutes. And I'm going to show you how you know that your fish is cooked. So when you look at salmon has a little line through it. And when it's cooked, that little white, like the fat comes out of those little lines. So you're going to see that it's done. So right now we're cooking our quinoa. And I just scraped some of the quinoa off the side of the bowl. And then let's steam a little broccoli. Now, you could have, if you don't like broccoli, you could do green beans. If you don't like broccoli or green beans, you could do asparagus. You could do sauteed mushrooms. Any fiber-rich fiber-rich vegetable is going to be what you're looking for. And most vegetables contain fiber, so you're good. You want to do Brussels sprouts, roasted squash, any of that. When you eat nutrient-dense food, your body feels safe and it calms down. It calms down. Regular salmon. Yeah, the soho and the sockeye, the coho, those are very rich flavors of salmon. I tend to I bring in Wester Ross. I like that fish. It comes from Scotland. I don't fly it in. I like it on this side. I like the Atlantic salmons. And I also think I often get nervous that I'm just drinking water. I tapped out. I laugh at myself when I do that. Yeah, it can be fishy, but it also can, it also matters where you're getting it. And you can ask them, is it previously frozen? You don't really, if you can avoid that, I think it's better. All right. This is a crazy big pot, but we'll use it. All right, so I'm gonna just add a little bit of water to the bottom of this pan. We're gonna bring it to a boil, and then we're gonna blanch this. Blanching is where you put your vegetable, you put your vegetable in a pot of water with a little bit of salt, and you cook it for like 6 to 8 minutes, and it will come out crispy and yummy. Like it'll have a nice bite to it. Still, it won't be mushy like, if you were just gonna, I don't know, steam it forever or boil it forever. So all I'm gonna do here, let me lower that. I want you to see this. When it gets to this point, I'm gonna lower it so it doesn't burn at the bottom because there's not a lot of water left and the quinoa hasn't actually cooked all the way. So I'm gonna put this on low and I'm gonna let that cook a little. I might actually, when that comes to a boil, this water, I think I'm gonna add a little bit more water to this so it cooks. I have to remember that that's there. Okay, so while that's cooking, I'm just gonna break up this broccoli a little bit into bite-sized pieces. And the way that you cook broccoli, you cut broccoli properly. Let me show you this. Broccoli comes on a stalk, right? Here's your stalk right here. When you take your broccoli, instead of cutting it up here, let me bring you guys down so you can see. It's not that big of a deal, but if you want to look like a bougie cook, you should know how to cut broccoli properly. So when you cut broccoli, you want to cut it so that you cut through the stem here, and then you break apart the top. That way you don't break the beauty of the top of the broccoli. Does that make sense? You see here, this is a perfect spot. I'm gonna just cut right here, and then it pulls apart. This one's even better to watch. Watch this. I'm gonna cut here, and then you pull it apart. No, it should peel right off. So you cut from the bottom. You don't cut up here because you want to keep your florets pretty. You want them to look oh so pretty. Hello, I'm very pretty. Get it? Ooh, that sounds so good. In between the branches, exactly. It's nicer. It's aesthetic, as my daughter would say. All right, next, we're gonna just let that keep going and we're gonna look at some other dishes you could do. Now, what's a good snack? What could you put with this that will make it an even better snack? Oh my God, we're cooking. Pretty little trees, yes. Coffee, Robin. Next one. No, wrong answer. Everybody's crazy tonight. All right, hold on one second. I want to add a little of this warm water to my quinoa because it's not finished yet. I wonder if my daughter, I don't think my daughter's watching tonight. I want to ask her if she remembers what I used to call quinoa for her when she was little. I used to call it popcorn rice. Happy trees, like Bob Ross. That's it. These are the pretty trees, just a little cut right here. Dates, no. Actually, yes, but I think they're going to spike blood sugar. So I would do pumpkin seeds and some apples. Slice an apple, half an apple, a whole apple. But let me tell you something. You are not getting through chocolate. You could do dark chocolate. Let me show you. I think I have it in here. Hold on. Oh, I do. This is 78%. I think this is Irish chocolate. Is this from Ireland? Yeah, this is from Ireland. My husband's family brought it for us. Look, this is great. If you wanted to, you actually could do that, Renee, believe it or not, right? I buy, 100% no sugar from Ecuador. Nice. Apple with almond butter, yes. You could do apple butter, right? Natural peanut butter. You could, almond butter's probably a better choice. What's that noise? You could, do you guys hear that? It's like yeah, this is, I believe 78. It's actually, I'm not really a dark chocolate person. I'm not a fan totally, but you could. It's good. And then apple, make sure you eat it with the skin on if you can. Thank you, Tan. Thank you for my heart. Appreciate that. Lots of magnesium, yep. The mothership. It sounds like that. It's going to land in my yard. UFOs are coming to visit. Yep. If a big light comes and I'm gone, oh well. Okay, so here. This is a great snack jar, but add some fruit. Apple, berries, a pear, right? You got your broccoli. You could add definitely dark chocolate. Make sure it's over 70%. You really want to make sure. Okay, you got your apple. Let me see. That's cooking well. All right. That's on a boil. I'll bet they'll taught aliens how to eat, yeah. Okay, I'm just going to show you what I'm doing. Dropping it right in. Just going to push it down a little bit. I'm just going to let that go for like 6 minutes. Our quinoa will be done, and then we'll have this beautiful meal. Super quick. Now, then you have your snack, right? So I'm craving pudding or jello. What am I going to do with you guys tonight? What is going on? Is it a full moon? Is that what's going on? Chia pudding. We know chia pudding. We've made some good chia puddings here, right? All right. Oh my God, this chocolate's good. I'm eating the rest of this. All right. Now, what's next? I have all this produce in front of me. Look. All right. This talk of no sugar has me after a cookie. Yogurt. Yeah, you could do yogurt with blueberries, but make sure you add some ground flax. Look. This is my jar. I fill it up every week. I put this on everything. Everything. A tablespoon everywhere all the time. We're in a wave, guys. Gen X, do it, chef. What am I doing? Ha ha ha. Beautiful. I know, I love this. Okay, now, all right, so now you see we did eggs yesterday. Today we're making our little salmon meal. You have an idea for pumpkin seeds, hemp seed, great. Great, 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 great. Wonderful. All right, well, we have 4 minutes. We're not, are we going to make it? Is there any way we're going to make that in 4 minutes? I don't know. I don't think so. I like farro with salmon. That's really good. I can't eat that. 100 comments in your lives, Lauren, in the lives. Thank you, Queen. All right. So we got that, right? Now, excellent. I know, it's so great. That's why we have 82 people in here right now. It's awesome. I'm so glad you're all here. Guys, if you are in here, we need 2 more people to follow. It's free. We're almost at 100,000 likes. Keep tapping. Hi there. Hi there, Solange. Solange 10. Top of the morning to ya. Thank you for my St. Patrick's hat. Let's get those last 2 followers. Ooh, thank you, Alexander. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was cool. I know. Now we're 3.9. Oh, Queen. Oh, thank you so much. We're going to make it. What do we have left? Oh, no. Where's our... Oh, here it is. 2.9, and we have... Does that say an hour to go? Oh, did it not change? Your dad's birthday is tomorrow? Friday the 13th. Yeah, we do. We need some followers. We got 72 people in the room. We only need 1 more follower. 1 more follower and 3, what do they say? 3 galaxies. Holy moly. We need some followers. Team N, thank you for the share. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Queen. Oh, I smell our food. It smells so good. It smells so good. All right, now, there's another recipe in here that you'll get with this one. This is the last recipe I have in here, and it's a ground turkey and vegetable skillet. Ground turkey with olive oil, chopped zucchini. Thank you. Chopped carrots, parsley, just a nice, could you eat that with a tortilla? I would do a corn one maybe. Robin, danger, Will Robinson, danger. All right, let's check. Okay, our veggies are done. I'm gonna pull them out of the liquid into a bowl, and we're gonna season them a little bit. I'm gonna tell you, when I am trying to heal something, I go super simple. If you can't do that, what I would put on this, if you didn't want to be simple with this, you could saute this with a little olive oil and salt and garlic. You could add a little ghee or butter to this, or coconut oil. Any of those will work. Brain health, they're going to be great. You could do that. For me tonight, I just want simple. So I'm just going to eat it plain, just like this. Nice and delicious. It has nothing on it, no salt, nothing. Now, I'm going to show you this. This is almost there. I'm going to see if I can put this up and show you. Can you see that? It's almost cooked. Now, I want to point out the grain that's done, and then I'm going to put it back on the stove, because I want you to see how it finishes, but I want you to see this. So when you look at quinoa, I want you to see what's done. You see the ones that are translucent in there? Hold on. The red quinoa is not completely cooked yet. Let me see if I can get that in focus. Do you see that? They're still sort of whole. When they finally break up, when they finally cook, they become translucent and they almost look like an amoeba. You see that? Oop, I almost stabbed myself. You see that one right there? Oops. Oh, let me put my finger on it right here. That one is cooked. It's fully cooked. Can you see that? No, I'm gonna do that. You see that one? That one's cooked. It looks like a little translucent amoeba. You get it? There's 98 people in here. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, they poof up a little. I call them popcorn rice for a reason. And they pop, they like kind of like pop a little in your mouth. Again, you could add coconut aminos to this, which will go really well with the salmon. You could put a little butter. We are done. This looks beautiful. I love salmon just like this. I'm going to show you. This is a tiny, tiny, tiny bit overcooked, but I'm sure my well-done people are going to love this. And it smells so good. Salmon should smell good. It should not smell fishy. If you're getting fish that smells fishy, change your fish person. Go somewhere else because it should not smell fishy. Look at this beautiful piece of fish. Right? I can't pick that up. It's kind of silly to be doing. All right. My house doesn't fill up with the smell of fish. It's not fishy. Look, I'm going to put a little bit of broccoli here. I'm telling you, trust me when I say to you that if you make a meal like this, you are not going to be suffering from, you will not suffer from anxiety when you eat like this. Seriously, I know that sounds crazy, and I know it sounds like you're full of crap. I'm really not. All right, now I want to show you. There's sort of little holes in here, and I'm going to cover it right away because I want this to sit on the stove. It needs to steam a little bit, and then it'll be ready. Now, I want to teach you a quick sauce. If I have horseradish, I want to teach you that. I think I do have it. Yippee! Now, it's going to have a little fat in it. We're not going to freak out, but it's going to be okay fat. So I'm going to use a little chosen mayo. Horseradish. I don't have dill. If I had dill, it would be even better. But if you like something like this, it's so good. It will just add a little spike to it. And this is, I mean, I guess horseradish is sort of fermented. And I'm going to add a little bit of mayo. Hold on. I think I put a little sour cream. I'm just going to look up my recipe really quick. My brain isn't working. Give me 1 second. Can I get to it? Yeah. Yep. Okay. I'm going to put a little sour cream in here. I use a lactose-free one from Green Valley. It's certified organic, lactose-free. Love this. Cooks all her own meals. I love horseradish. It's so good. Is somebody asking? That meal is very welcomed by the body. It really is. I love that, Deborah. It really makes a difference. And you know, I have experience, and when I cook for people, they're like, I don't really know if I want to eat this. I'm like, just taste it. And then they're like, holy shit, that's good. You know, we are so programmed to eat quick, eat heavy, fatty, you know, the same meal all the time. And when you change and you start eating like this, all of a sudden, it's just so different. I'm gonna add a splash of lemon juice. If I had dill, I would add dill to this. Yippee! Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're so close. I'm so excited. All right, look. I didn't realize, so they're still on the other time. They didn't spring ahead. Look, so, I mean, you don't need a lot, just a little teaspoon, a dipper, because, you know, it's pretty high fat, so you want to be careful, but it makes, it really adds to the salmon to make a nice horseradish sauce. And then our last thing is our quinoa. And all you're going to do is, for me, all I need is a quarter cup. There's no way I can finish this meal. It's so nutrient dense. You've got a 4-ounce piece of, so you guys get it. Look how fluffy that is. Isn't that beautiful? I used to call this popcorn rice to my daughter. I'm just measuring it so that you can eyeball and see what we're talking about. Look at that. Look at that beautiful meal. Clean, healthy, filled with nutrients. If you are suffering from anxiety, eat this plate of food. It is so calming. It is so wonderful. You will not be sorry. Quinoa has texture. I love that you say that. Open up her sinuses. Yep. Cooks all her own meals. Loves horseradish. Great. Delicious, ma'am. Thanks, Barry. Thanks, guys. Face planting. I know it's simple, right? It's just simple. Now you're hungry, Lisa. But what I want you to see is it doesn't take a long time to cook a meal. It doesn't take a lot of technique to cook a meal. It takes calm. It takes patience, you know? Is it going to be right every time? I mean, people that have been here for the 15 months, they see me burn food all the time. And I do this for a living. You know? You saw me do this in real time. Cut, prep, make a sauce. My kitchen's a little messy out of nowhere. Now look, watch this. I want a little bit more fiber. I want a little bit more protein, fiber. Look at that. It adds a nuttiness to your food. Yeah. As long as you're not burning. Yeah. It's delicious. It's so good. What time is it? 11, 12, 1. This is so good. It's too late at night to finish this, but I want to eat it so bad. It's so good. I can't go wrong eating a meal like this. It's very satisfying. But it's delicious too. If you can't eat salmon, make a whitefish. Try the turkey one. All these recipes, I give you every recipe. What's wonderful about these recipes, hold on. What's wonderful about these recipes is you'll get a little tip, you know, protein plus fiber plus healthy fat prevents afternoon crashes. Notice how steady you feel 2 hours later. You'll get little tips from me. So next, all right, I'm going to put this aside, but it's so freaking good. Oh. This also, guys, fabulous breakfast. Fabulous. If you are having trouble with your blood sugar, this is a perfectly balanced breakfast. Get it out of your head that you have to eat a waffle and a Dunkin' Donut. Tuna steak, perfect. Do it. Whatever's going to get you there, Lisa. That's the way I see it. Whatever's going to get you there. If it's going to get you there that you like tuna instead, I say do it. I don't, when you've been here a long time, like a lot of people that have been here a long time with me now, and they know I'm here to inspire. Whatever works for you is what's gonna do it, you know? Thank you, Polly. Just call it an early breakfast. Yeah, at this point. Okay, so now let's go to step 2. So that's your first week, right? We're here today. If you're just getting here now, we are balancing. This is all about stress and anxiety, and my sweet people, millennials, that are suffering from all that anxiety. I really wanted to talk a lot to you guys tonight. If you're here and you're a millennial, can you like throw a wave or say hey, or I don't know, one in the chat. I don't care. Whatever you do. I put out a millennial, or I don't know. Put something in there that lets me know you're here and you're listening and it's helping. I'm gonna put all this stuff, get this a little neater for you guys so we can move on to the next thing. I did this class yesterday in the kitchen pharmacy, and usually this is a Q&A, and I was going to make Girl Scout cookies tonight, but I really felt like it was important. I had left the chat in what mode, that super fan mode, so nobody could talk to me, and I couldn't understand what was going on, and I found out later. So I wanted to redo this for you guys so that you could see it and be part of this, because I think it's so important. Deborah, you're a super fan. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Pittsburgh Styles in the house. We have 7 new followers now. Thank you. Welcome in. Don't forget to drop your heart at me and join the fan club. It's good for you and for us. All right, now, here's the next one. Week number 2, you're going to start reducing your nervous system stimulation. What does that mean? Once your blood sugar is steady, now you're going to reduce the input overload, meaning let's not push your body into crazy again. Crazy thoughts, stress, all of those things. Dee Dee's back. Be right back. All right, we're here. Can I get the recipes now? There's 2 ways to get the recipes. The super fan is TikTok. The recipes are in Stan. Oh, Deborah. I'm gonna over here. Let me show you. Do this. Go over here. Can I get the recipes now? Here, you can screenshot. You guys want the salmon recipe? I'll give you the salmon recipe. Where is it? You get more than the recipes. Here. You want to screenshot that? Oh my God, I love that you became, there you go. So on Monday nights, we do an hour. Can you see that? Is there stuff on the screen, or is it screenshot? Can you screenshot it? Or is there too much stuff on the screen? Here, is that better? Did you get it? Okay. There's more. There's 20 pages here, Deborah. So the concrete protocol for reducing the nervous system overload input or input overload. You get coffee only after food. Max 1 serving every day. That's it. That's all you want to do. No caffeine after 12 o'clock in the afternoon. No screens during the meal, during your meal time. Eat dinner at least 3 hours before your bedtime and 10 minutes of morning sunshine every day. If you do those things, it's really going to help. Why does this work? The nervous system reads light, caffeine, and erratic eating as stimulation signals. Regulation lowers and overall sympathetic activation. So what that means is when you drink coffee on an empty stomach and you immediately get, the caffeine starts you going, your body goes, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And you start releasing cortisol and adrenaline. You get into the fight or flight mode. So you start the buzz. But if you eat first and then sip your coffee after you eat, at least you have, and especially like if you ate a meal like that and then sipped your coffee, you would feel better. Your stomach's, your digestion's not going to feel wonky, or you're not going to feel. If you're scrolling and you're eating with the EMFs hitting you and that blue light is whacking you in the face while you're eating and scrolling and eating and scrolling, first of all, your brain is firing so fast because everything is so rapid fire on social media. And then which it tends to make you eat faster. It's not relaxing. It's better for you to maybe read a book or just enjoy the people around you. How about that? Strike up a conversation. What changes when you do this? So you're in week 2 and you focus on this piece because you've got your blood sugar stable. So now what changes is you improve your sleep depth. You have less nighttime rumination. You're not going to sleep with crazy thoughts in your brain. You have fewer heart palpitation and anxiety. And you have less like morning dread. You're not groggy. You wake up lighter, happier. Anxiety becomes quieter. It doesn't go away yet, but it's quieter. It's not as sharp. It's not slapping you in the face every morning or afternoon or on your way to work. So some of the recipes for this piece here, lemon balm tea, which we talked about, right? Get this, Deborah. You want this tea from Traditional Medicinals. It's great, fabulous tea. I drink this and I immediately feel my entire body just go whoosh. You just completely quiet. I hope this is helping you guys. I can see by the quietness of the chat that you're either getting exhausted and it's way too much information, or it's totally clicking. Now, here's a green smoothie. You ready? Hi, James. Here's the green smoothie. I'm not going to make it now because I'm going to waste it. I'd rather make it in the morning, but I want you to write it down. Who's a smoothie drinker out there? Write smoothie. Tapping. Thank you, Lisa. I can't see taps tonight. I can see shares. I can't see taps. We're at 94,000. We have 2.8 thousand cabbages to go. Smoothie, Lisa's got it. So excited. All right, we got one smoothie. All right, this is for you, Lisa. You guys got your pen? Here we go. Hey, team. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Jennifer, super fan. Okay, you ready? So you're going to do a cup of unsweetened almond milk. Now, if you don't like almond milk, do cashew. If you eat dairy and dairy doesn't bother you and you like dairy better, do dairy. If you like coconut milk, use coconut milk. What I would ask you to do, because, we are healing from anxiety and all of this, and you want to give your body calmness so you can do the work. If you have trauma, if you have any kind of, stuff going on, which we all have, you want your body to work as efficient and as calmly as possible. So I would say read your labels and stay away from guar gum and, the guar gums, the gellum, all that carrageenan and shit. Try not to put that while you're doing this. So get the ones that are, Califia has the ones with none of that stuff in it. Elmer's milks, they're good. So you're going to do a cup of unsweetened, 8 ounces of almond milk, unsweetened, a scoop of clean organic protein powder. When I say clean, I don't want you to buy the ones that are filled with aspartame and chemicals. I want you to get something like Chuvani protein. Yes, if anybody hasn't followed or dropped a heart, get that in before we end tonight. It really helps everybody's algorithm and your engagement. If you are trying to build your accounts, the best thing that you can do for your account is be in engagement. I have learned this, and it starts with this box up here. If you click on that box, they call it the daily heart me triple or something. And it's the heart me, it's the comment in the chat, it's the go popular gifting, all the gifting, and all of those points. When you claim those points, those are called engagement points for you and for your creator. But they also help your algorithm say that you are a quality engager, and you earn engagement points, which helps push out your content. I've just learned this recently, and I actually see the difference. Daily hearts, yeah, they say that you're doing a great job and we appreciate the content. And it's a penny. It's the cheapest way to build engagement score for you. This is what I've learned. This is the way. Okay, so here we are at the nervous system overload, right? So drink lemon balm tea. Okay, we're making our smoothie. Where do you get your nails done? By me. I love them. I did so much research on getting my nails done that I love this woman. She's a young girl in my town, and I just love her. Don't they look great? They look so natural. She does such a beautiful job. And I love it because I cook and my hands get so, I know it's bad for me. And it's like I dye my hair and I do my nails. It's the only poison I put on my body, and I don't care because the 90% of the time I'm 100% organic. Sheets, laundry detergent, clothing, my shirt, the organic food movement, organic. Many colors, very soft. Okay, so a cup of unsweetened almond milk, a scoop of clean protein powder. Make sure it's organic. Chuvani is a great flavor. It's a great protein powder. I would suggest that one. A tablespoon of almond butter, a cup of spinach, a quarter of an avocado, a tablespoon of chia. If you don't like chia, you can always do this flax. And a quarter teaspoon of salt, real salt. You guys know real salt? For my new followers out there, this is real salt. It's the only salt I use. It's from Utah. It's mineral based. I love it. You don't have to climb the Himalayan mountains to get it. It's fabulous. It's my favorite salt. I've been using it for years. I cook with it. I use it. Nobody complains that my food is too salty. Yes, Renee. 1 cup of almond milk, a scoop of organic protein powder. I prefer Chuvani. A tablespoon of almond butter, a cup of spinach. Baby spinach is fine. A quarter of an avocado, a tablespoon of chia or flax, and a 1/4 teaspoon of real salt. Notice there's no sugar in that. You're going to blend it and then you're going to sip it. Don't rush, just sip it. Healthy fats and protein prevent cortisol spikes from morning caffeine. So wait at least 30 minutes before your coffee. Okay, so drink this and then 30 minutes later, drink your coffee. Thank you, Richard. Right? Now, here's another recipe. You ready? Deborah, you ready? This is a warm lentil sweet potato bowl. It's a calming bowl. It takes about 10 minutes to prep and 20 minutes to cook. The lentils might take a little longer, but you're gonna use green lentils. I have them here, but it's getting late, so I don't know if we're gonna, oh, these are split peas. Where's my lentils? Here, brown lentils, right? You got your brown lentils. You're gonna do sweet potato. Look, I have everything to make it. Maybe I'll do a video and show you. You're gonna do diced sweet potato, some olive oil, chopped kale. If you don't like kale, use chard. If you don't like chard, use escarole. Some type of really good leafy green. Now, what are you making? Do you remember what minerals you're getting from these items? Iron, zinc, potassium. No, not potassium. The leafy greens are giving you magnesium. Calming, right? You're putting calming. Is it better to use a juicer or can you blend fruit in a NutriBullet and strain it with cheesecloth? Well, Gabrielle, if you're going to make that, are you asking for juicing? Because we're not making juice today. We're making, this is a smoothie. So it's going to get put in a blender or a NutriBullet, and I would not strain it. If you're at, when you're juicing, you can do juicing 3 ways. Off topic, got it. If you're gonna juice, you can do it 3 ways. You can do a press, a cold press, which they have now. I have one in my closet. If you do a cold press, it's gonna kind of grind the vegetables, and you're gonna get some fiber in it. And juice. Cold press, you're really gonna get juice. You could do a NutriBullet and blend a carrot or, and get all the fiber. That's what I meant. Or a Vitamix, you could put it all in there. I wouldn't use cheesecloth. That's a lot of work. You could, but that's a lot of work. Or get a good juicer, like another juicer. Irene, you've been a fan club for 200 days. Thank you. I appreciate you a lot. It's very nice. I love that. We have 30 minutes. We have to get that fragment. You guys worked too hard. It's that 2.9. It's 3 galaxies. Or, wait, well, we get 1,000 points here. Oh, you could do these hats. It's my favorite hat. 9, 18. That's almost all of it. I think 3 hats, right? No. 9 and 9 is 18. Oh, 18 and 9. 6 hats and 2 green hats. We could do it. Yeah, if you use the NutriBullet, you're going to get the fiber. Or Vitamix, you're going to get the fiber. And that's fine. You could do that. All right, so with the lentil and sweet potato calming bowl, you can make it, you can cook your lentils in the water or vegetable stock or bone broth, whatever you like. And then, oh yeah, that is true, Renee. I forgot about that. How do I forget about that? Renee, if you go to the Gabrielle, if you go to the LINK in my bio, or you can go here and do it too, I believe. In there is a free download for Vital Sips. There's 36 of them. And then, thank you, Deborah. And then if you go onto my profile page, you know how you can do a playlist? There's a playlist called Vital Sips, and in there are 36 videos that I did that include recipes, and you can write them in. And once you write them in on the worksheet that you download, that's free. Once you write them in, you know, it's in the copy section of the videos. Every recipe is there and it's free. You don't have, you just have to, I think you put your email into the Stan Store and it's free. And when you download that and you add the recipes from the playlist, you'll have 36 little Vital Sips. You know, the little ones that you buy for like $3 or $4, where now you can buy the little jars yourself and make the sips yourself, and then you have them. Like you can go and get these little jars and then you can make your own sips and drink them with organic juices, organic vegetables and produce. So it's free to do that. And then there's other stuff you can do. You can join the recipe vault. That's the price of a cup of coffee, $5 a month. There's over 500 recipes and over 50 kitchen pharmacy classes that are packets and packets and packets of information and recipes. So there's a lot of good tools in there to help you feel well and eat really yummy, good food and still feel good. I have a question. I'm ready. I might have an answer. Go for it. I hope it's a good question, Ali. What do you got? Let's go. Type away. All right. While Ali's getting his question, so that warm lentil and sweet potato calming bowl, you cook your lentils and then you can roast your sweet potatoes, or you can stir them in and cook them into your lentil soup or lentils, and then you add your kale in and chop some fresh parsley. And again, lentils provide steady carbohydrates, and that balances your energy. The sweet potatoes are grounding, they're comforting, and it's a great lunch. High fiber, steady blood sugar. You're not going to get all whacked out. You're not going to crash and fall asleep at your desk. And from which country are you, please? I'm in New York, in the US. Where are you, Ali? And then here's a snack: pumpkin seed and blueberries. It's a mineral snack, right? A half a cup of blueberries and 2 tablespoons of raw organic pumpkin seeds. It supports your blood sugar. It replenishes zinc. It's a key mineral that's depleted by stress. From Nigeria, well, welcome. And consistency, right? And it's simple. A little pumpkin seed and a little blueberries, you're good to go. All of this food is so nutrient dense, you are not going to be looking for jelly beans, chocolate, crackers, cookies, potato chips, trying to satiate yourself. This is nurturing yourself. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Ali. And then you have a lemon herb with steamed broccoli and quinoa. There's over 18 recipes in this packet. Okay, step number 3, or week 3. Now you're in week 3, and this week is replenishing what stress has depleted. So first, you're gonna calm your blood sugar down. You're gonna get it nice and even and steady. Gabrielle, I have a functional medicine doctor and a naturopathic doctor that are my primary people that I go to. And if I need Western medicine, and their diagnostics or their protocols, I will use them. But I first do naturopathic, then functional, or both together. And then if that's not enough, I add Western medicine. Western medicine, to me, in my opinion, is unbelievable for diagnosis. And then I want, a 90-10, naturopathic, functional, and then if I need a little boost, I will do the Western. But I try everything else first. I don't wait. I do it the opposite. Yep, I agree, Renee. Sometimes it definitely takes all three. That's a good question, though. I have studied food and healing myself for since I'm 18 years old. I'm 62 this summer, and I feel like God is calling me eventually to study naturopathic medicine, and actually get a degree in it and be. I think I might do that when I'm about 70. That might be what might be what I take on. But I like to talk about the food and healing piece. And I always say, if you join the recipe vault and you decide to pick up one of these packets, and I have packets on so many health related things, issues, that almost all of them have disclaimers that say, I am a chef by trade. I have studied food and healing. I am studying to be a holistic health person, or with food and stuff. The class is easy, but I don't have a lot of time because I know a lot of it. Maybe I could have written the certification myself. I don't know. But so I write a disclaimer and I say, take this to your regular doctor, your whoever, let them read it, let them sign off on it. And then it's, you have it. We're twins. Do I abstain from alcohol? If I drink alcohol, it's a glass of Prosecco less than once a month. I did for years, but I don't do that. It's not really in my wheelhouse. I'm 62. A lot of my friends are, most of my friends are still pretty healthy. I was looking at a picture recently. There was 7 of us that used to hang together. There's only 3 of us left. Only 3 of us left. And one of them passed in his 40s. Another one passed in his very early 60s, probably around my age. Another best friend for me, 50. So I have learned over the years that all of this stuff matters. Like I don't deny myself anything. If I want to eat something, I eat it. I don't care. But 90% of the time, I live an organic lifestyle. The other 10%, I do whatever I want, within reason. I mean, I dye my hair, I get S&S nails, like I do things that are not necessarily the best. Yes, Deborah. Yeah, it's eye-opening. And these little subtle changes, to me, when you start to pay attention to what we are putting in our bodies, there's a lot of hope to healing, in my opinion. You will never see me come on here and be like, if you do this, you're gonna blah, blah, you're gonna unalive, you're gonna be this, you're gonna get sick. I don't want to do that because I think that just adds more stress and fear and anxiety to the pile that's already there. I'd rather say, this is what we can be doing. I rarely say to you guys, avoid. I usually say, this is what we can eat. You want to eat chocolate? Okay, eat chocolate, but eat chocolate. If you want milk chocolate, find an organic milk chocolate or get one that's 60% or 70%. You don't have to go all the way to 75 or 78. Treat yourself, because if you don't, you're going to set yourself up for failure. So my food philosophy, and a lot of you have heard it, I'm going to repeat myself, sorry, but for newbies out there that have just found us and are starting to learn and be engaged with me, this is my food philosophy. What's your ancestry? I'm Eastern European and Italian. and Swedish. I got all of it. I'm a mutt. What were your comfort foods when you were young? What did your family cook? Now, somebody said to me one time, fried food. Okay, you grew up on fried food. All right, let's change the oil. Don't use seed oils. How about you use a mix of olive oil and avocado oil to fry your food? Blend it, half and half, a third and 2/3. Blend it, and then use the oil one time. Get rid of it. Chicken curry, love that. So easy to shift that into organic spices, organic chicken, grass finished, non-GMO. You see where I'm going? You clean up the food that you love. Then find out what your blood type is. I think there's a lot of stock in eating for your blood type. I appreciate that way of eating because it aligns with my food philosophy of saying every single person reacts differently to food, is sensitive to different foods, has a different blood type and can eat some of the blood type foods and can't eat some of the other ones. Yeah, that's usually a mix, I believe. You can have a little bit of everything, I think. I'd have to go and look. I'm not in that space at the moment. And then look at what your food sensitivities are. Get that test done. Now you have a huge, open, big picture of the style of food that's going to work right for your body. You have your ancestry, your comfort foods, what works best with your ancestry, your comfort foods that you grew up on that heal the inner child, that that make it comforting. For me, it was like meatloaf and pierogi and lasagna. You know what I mean? AB. I think that's very balanced, very a little bit of everything kind of thing. So and then you can make a blueprint and map out the food that works for you. Now, if you have a chronic illness, if you have the C, if you are diabetic, now we can take that profile that you have of all the things we just talked about, and we can create food and recipe. This is actually what I do. You can do this in the LINK and the BIO. You can book time with me and I will write recipes specific for you. And you get like a week's worth of breakfast, lunch, dinner. And then if we talk about it and you have a chronic illness and you need to do a cleanse, I will add that. Like, it's all part of it. And you get this nice little package of all kinds of information and how things tie in. And if I think, it's very intuitive for me. I have like an intuitive nature when I do it. So chicken and dumplings, you see, I love chicken and dumplings. I grew up with that. Now I have to make my dumplings gluten-free. I need to be gluten-free. It's a big help. So you see where I'm going? If you have a thyroid issue or you have Hashimoto's or you have, I don't know, lymphoma or whatever, diabetic, your high blood pressure, high triglycerides, I merge all of that information and I wrote a book. I haven't put it out yet because I wanted to be, I have this standard of excellence in my mind. I thought I was going to have it out sooner, but I believe that this is my purpose. God put me on this earth for this moment. And I feel like if I don't get it right, I have to get it right, because when it comes out, I want you guys to be able to get it, work with it, and build yourself recipes that heal you, mind, body, and soul, for whatever's going on in your being. You get it? I know that's a long-winded answer to what you asked me, but Gabrielle, but that's how I think. So what I'm doing here with you guys, you get so many recipes and you can go through that recipe vault and actually, blessed answer. Thank you. Wow, I'm buying it. I know, Thea, I'm so excited. I just want it to be so right that when you get it, you can almost create recipes for yourself and you won't need me, because you'll be able to go in the recipe vault for $5 a month and you're going to go through it, 500 recipes, and actually be able to create that for yourself. We have 13 minutes. If you guys can hit this goal, all we need is Queen Rachel. We got this. We have to get this. You work too hard. Let me see if I can change these. These little hats are not moving tonight. Nobody's feeling them. I'm going to change this. I'm putting a galaxy in here because all we have to do is a galaxy and we're in it. Hold on. We have 13 minutes. Ooh, where's our galaxy? Those are globes. Ooh, the galaxy's gone. They want me to put 1,500. Oh, here's the galaxy. All right, let's do 2. We need 2 in a St. Patrick's hat. We're in it. We can do it. Here we go. That's it. That's all we got to do. Healthy gut so you absorb nutrients. Lisa, I wrote another book. It is already in the LINKBIO. It's actually a ebook, so you can download it. I think it's $17 or something, and it's Beat the Bloat. I pasted it on my cookbook, just so that you could see it. If you go there, right? I just pasted the cover so you could see it, but it's an ebook, and it's a 7-day gut reset. It's like 54 pages. There's recipes in there, everything, and it will show you how to heal your gut. There's stuff in there for SIBO, IBS, and it really sort of comprehensively sets you up for success. Because I believe this. I believe you can't lose weight, you can't heal chronic illness, you can't do it with restrictive food that makes you feel like you can't eat what you love. So I try and find a way for you guys to eat what you love and still heal. Doesn't that make sense? Hi, Mary. Right? I think that's a better way. I think that's such a better way. All right. What else? I think we have one more week to do. So in this one, Rebuild Nutrient Foundations, we are talking about focused nutrients. This is what we're looking for. Magnesium, omega-3 fats, B vitamins, and zinc, right? Now, here's the concrete protocol. You're looking at daily, 2 cups of greens, chard, escarole. I would stay away from spinach. Spinach has a lot of high oxalate. I would rather see you doing these kind of greens, arugula, things like things like that, right? So that you have, really healthy greens that are going to give you all of these water. I mean, these 2 are my very favorite. I grew up, we ate this every single day in the summer. My father grew this. This is what we had. Rainbow chard all the time, and escarole. These are my peeps right here. I love them. I'll make these tomorrow for dinner and I'll eat them. I can eat all of this, no problem. Love it. I like it better with Italian bread, but I can't eat the Italian bread, so I'm a shit out of luck. Okay, so where am I? Concrete protocol. This is what you have to eat every day. You have to fit it. No, I won't eat these raw. I cook them with garlic and olive oil. Sometimes I'll put a little Parmesan cheese. With the escarole, I'll add like a can of cannellini or navy beans. I love it, which I've done. There's recipes for it, again, in the vault. Now, 2 cups of leafy greens, a serving of fish or walnuts, same omega-3. Walnuts, fatty fish. Got it? Check. A tablespoon of pumpkin seed. This one I can't do. The next one, fermented food. I'm not good at that. I can do kimchi. I can do pickled vegetables, and I can do sauerkraut. That's it. I can't do kombucha, kefir. Can't handle it. And then 64 ounces of water minimum. Magnesium glycinate at night is going, if it's approved by your provider, your medical doctor, is really helpful. Now, your nervous system signaling relies on minerals and fatty acids. Do you hear that? Your nervous system signaling, how your body fires off your neurotransmitters, cortisol, adrenaline, all those things. It relies on minerals. It relies on fatty acids. Chronic stress burns through them, right? It totally whacks them out. So your nervous system, so when you add those daily kind of concrete protocols, meaning really try and focus on getting them in your diet, it's not hard. If you can't handle greens, I can understand how that might be hard, but maybe do arugula or baby spinach if it gets easier for you. And then what is going to change? Less muscle tension. You're going to reduce your jaw clenching, calmer baseline mood, and a less weird but tired feeling, right? You're not going to have that wired, you know, that you're not going to have that. Anxiety shifts from constant background noise to situational responses, more appropriate. Oh my God, I have a presentation at work. I'm really nervous. I have a job interview. I have a big exam coming up. I need to talk to my boss about a raise. I had an argument with my partner. My kid is driving me crazy. You understand? Those make sense. It's the crazy thoughts. It's the mood swings. It's the crashes. No, we have one. I do not. I did it one time and he turned out to be a money-hungry lech. I see him in my town. I call him out quietly all the time. I find him disgusting. And I rarely talk like that. But he is in it for the wrong reason and it makes me infuriated. I sent my daughter to a holistic dentist and she does great with him. Thank you, Lauren. Gabrielle, do you live in this area, in Connecticut, New York area? Where are you? Okay, so omega-3 power breakfast. You ready? Here's a power breakfast. 2 eggs. Try and make them, oh, you're in Cali? I mean, I would Google that. I mean, unfortunately, you would think California would be very progressive with things like real, doctors, but I'm pretty sure they are not licensed in California. I might be wrong. Like naturopaths, I might be wrong. I don't really know. I know they're not in New York, and usually New York and California are kind of twins with all that kind of stuff. I think that, Lauren, it's like a lot of the stuff I experience, a lot of the stuff I see every day at work, I talk to people about their life, and it becomes a language, right? It becomes like another language. Organic lifestyle, supplements, food and healing. It's part of me. I do use notes all the time because I want to stay on track. And then when you guys ask me questions and I go off the rails, it's like I have to have something to bring me back. But yes, it's very, it's so cool. Yep, it's a language. Yeah. I just said the same thing, Lauren. It's so funny. I do walk the walk, but I give myself 10% of my life to whatever the F I want to do. As I get older, I increasingly, veer back because I really want to feel good. I've decided I want to live to 105 and still be doing this. So I want to feel good. I want to be healthy. I want my mind to be clear. You know what I mean? I feel like that. But, there's Heinz ketchup in my house. We got Ritz crackers out. We got Hellman's mayonnaise out. I have Martin's potato rolls. I don't eat them. My husband doesn't. I throw them out. And he doesn't eat them that much anymore. I do notice. And he's happy with chosen mayo now. We got rid of Hellman's. Most of the time I have a Heinz organic ketchup, but somehow now we have Heinz regular ketchup in our house, so it's a little weird. But we will have 100 Club. We're going to do it, and we're going to be here, or at least book a face or somewhere. So wait, let me get back to the breakfast because we still didn't finish. This is a week-long class. Three power breakfast, sauteed greens, right? Pasture eggs, olive oil, don't use butter, use olive oil, Swiss chard, pumpkin seeds, avocado, real salt, and if you want, you could do a little crushed red pepper if you like that for spice, put a little curry, anything like that. Good night, Lauren. Thank you. Thank you for always making me feel very validated. I really appreciate it. Makes me so happy. So, Swiss chard delivers magnesium to the nervous system. It relaxes it. Pumpkin seeds replenishes zinc. And this is a mineral-rich foundation for the day. Look at that, right? Look at what you're doing. Simple little shifts. You're still enjoying it. If you need to put a little goat cheese, if you need a little Swiss, if you need it, go ahead. If that's going to get this down, put a little cheese on it. I don't care. I'm not that person. Because if you don't, right? If you don't do it, there's a small percentage of people that are super focused, very diligent, rule following, willful, you give them a regimen and they're gonna do it. It's very few people that can sustain that, right? 0.25% of the population. I don't know. I am not that. I'm not that person. I am way not that person. But what I do know is when I do eat this way, when I follow that, when I eat that salmon and quinoa and broccoli, oh my God, my whole being changes. I feel so good. I rarely eat out. I rarely eat out. I go to one restaurant at this point. Gabrielle, I believe that. I do believe that. But even with organic food, our soil is not as good as it used to be. And because we, as a culture, vibrate at such a high stress level, I think supplements are important. Food first, but I think you need the support of supplements because our culture runs at a level like this. You know what I'm talking about? Like that feeling of it makes a difference. So I would say you've got, you know what I mean? Like I think you do need a little bit of supplements. You don't need a ton, but you need a little to just throw you over the hump, to feel better, to know what it feels like, to feel good and better. So the next one, I don't know if you guys can do sardines. I cannot. I am not a sardine girl, but if you can do sardines, fabulous. Yes. If you need magnesium, go. I would eat greens. If you love Swiss chard, eat it. However, what I would do also is take that magnesium glycinate at night so that you get a good night's sleep. Will you need it all the time? No. But if there's a night where you have had a very stressful day, or you haven't eaten the best, or you didn't get enough greens in, or your anxiety is running particularly high, get some magnesium flakes. Life Flow is a great brand, and as soon as I figure out TikTok shop, I'm going to do Saturdays, and I'm going to be, you're going to have access to everything that I do so that you have a thing, What are you saying nope about? Tell me what nope is. I missed. Oh, sardines. Oh, yeah. Nah, I'm not taking sardines. But if you can do sardines, ooh, they're so good for you. They are so good, rich in omega-3s that calm inflammatory pathways connected to mood swings. Bitter arugula supports the digestion and liver. You eat slow, chew it. I cannot get them down. I'm not doing it. But if you like sardines, get the good ones, and they are fabulous. But what I was saying about the magnesium, Gabrielle, if you do that, like I would get, Life Flow is a great company. The algorithm's super sensitive right now, but this one's a roll on the bottom of your feet. If you don't want to take the supplement, on the bottom of your feet, you're out in 2 seconds. Great night's sleep. Jude, a lot of people can't, but it's in the recipe mix because if you can do it, it's really good. Blueberry walnuts. Again, wild salmon with steamed broccoli. We did again with the herbs, quinoa. I must have put it in twice because it's good for both weeks. Okay, let's do step 4 and then I'm going to bed because I got to go to work in the morning and it's already midnight. I've been up all night. Okay, so week number 4. So you've stabilized your blood sugar. You have started putting back the nutrients. Wait, what is it, right? Is that the second one? Wait, hold on. Let me make sure I get it right. Yeah, you're building your nutrient fountain. That's step 3, sorry. You are, hold on. Where is it? You fixed your blood sugar. Now you are, I know what it is. You're stopping. Now what you're going to do is you fix your blood sugar, and now you're going to, number 2 is you're going to stop adding what fuels the blood sugar, right? Like that spikes. You're going to slow that down. The coffee, you're going to eat after, a protein drink or something like that, right? Then step 3 is you're going to rebuild your nutrient foundation, magnesium, omega-3, zinc, B vitamins. If you are experiencing severe stress and anxiety, and you haven't started taking any of those medications yet that Big Pharma loves to give you, I would suggest talking to your doctor and trying therapeutic dose of vitamin D and vitamin D3 and K2. And when I say that, I think in my brain, and I'm not a doctor, I just know what works for me, is 10,000. I'm doing great. How are you? Okay. And then I would also find a B vitamin complex to take. And I would try those for a month. If you are suffering, even if you have a teen, give them that. Got it? Try that first. Try saffron. Anybody hear about saffron? Saffron really takes the cloud away. It lifts the fog, the depression, the anxiety. It literally lifts it. And the only thing that I will say about saffron that I don't see with B vitamins and vitamin D is that the saffron, if you come off of it, there's a wave of depression and anxiety. So you have to be careful. Oh, Jude, have you watched this class today at all? Please catch the replay. You're really going to like it. What I did tonight is connect food to anxiety and stress. Yeah, watch the replay if you haven't watched this whole thing. Try vitamin D and this is all in my recipe vault. There's 20 pages of this, but it's good information. Here, make this plate of food, dude. I just made quinoa, broccoli with flaxseed and salmon with a little horseradish sauce. It was freaking delicious. I kind of want to eat it all, but it's midnight. So I'm going to eat, that's going to be my breakfast tomorrow. I will love what you do. Thanks, Jude. I appreciate that. Watch the replay. I've done this class twice now, so it'll be up on YT shortly. So guys, if you've not been here before and you're just watching me for the first time, all of my replays unedited are on YT. And then we have the Book of Face. Those are very connected places for us. And then you can also go to the LIMK and the BIO and, go hang out with Stan. There's free downloads in there, premium pantry makeovers. There's free recipe downloads. There's ebooks. There's the recipe vault. That's $5 a month. There's a lot of good information that will support you in this journey. Okay. So we talked about, so the last week of 4 weeks of resetting to shift your anxiety and stress. An anxious brain craves safety signals. Food timing is one of the strongest safety signals you can give it. I'm serious. Why? Adrenals and cortisol are the hormones that are shooting and overfiring. So a concrete protocol here becomes same breakfast window every day. Your body gets used to that. Sit down to eat without your phone. Don't have that EMF in your freaking face. Put a book in front of your face, sit outside in the sun, enjoy your meal. It takes 10 minutes to inhale a meal? Try and stretch it out to 30. 15 slow breaths before your first bite, or at least take a nice in and out, a deep inhale and exhale, and just fill your heart with some gratitude for this beautiful meal in front of you. Sounds crazy, but if you're dealing with anxiety and stress and you do this and you get used to doing it, your body shifts. Cortisol stops overfiring. Your fight or flight adrenaline slows down. It stops overfiring. Little stupid things like this that sound, woo-woo and foofy and hippie. Believe me, when that anxiety lifts, you feel better. Chew each bite. Eat at a table, not in the car. Think about it. Rush into work, drive through a drive-through, get a stupid fat drink with a croissant or a bagel. You are setting yourself up for a day of stress. All right. Why does this work? Predictable nourishment tells the brain you are safe. Resources are available, and you do not need to stay in flight or flight. Remember what we said before? Happy birthday. Remember what we said before earlier tonight? I said to you guys, what did I say? This has been a long class, right? Let's see. We're just about to hit 3 hours. Woo! Fight or flight. Wait, hold on. I gotta get this thought. It's very important. Anxious brain, craves safety signals. Oh, remember what I said to you guys before? When you get 8 hours of sleep after being, I sleep 5-6 hours a night, if that. I just happen to have a high energy level, especially when my Epstein bar is not flying. Hi Kelly. I don't think any of my mods are here at the moment, so let me take care of this. Hold, please. Okay. When your body sleeps for that long after, waking up in the middle of the night or ruminating thoughts, and you're always in that twilight sleep. When your body finally gets that sleep, that 8 hours, that 7, 8 hours, and you're knocked and you feel well rested, and you wake up and you're exhausted, or you wake up and you're like, oh my God, why do I not feel sleep, refreshed? It's because your adrenals and your cortisol levels all of a sudden went, oh my God, I feel safe. I can finally let my guard down and relax. And all of a sudden, all of those adrenals and all of that stuff, yeah, Jude, exactly. You get 8 hours, you get 10 hours of sleep, and then you get another 8 hours the next night. The next day or those 2 days, you are fried. It's because you finally relaxed enough that your adrenals and cortisol levels are saying, finally, we are getting a break. So if you can bust through that and get another 2 or 3 nights of good sleep, you will start to reset your system. It works. It really, really, really works. Then you start feeding nutrient-dense, clean, whole foods, and you start to feel even better. It happens to me too, by the way. It's not just you. Don't worry. We're all in the same boat. So what changes? Lord, what if you got 8 hours a night and still have a nap in the middle of the day? So what? If that works for your body, what's the difference? Do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Whatever keeps your body free of anxiety and stress from a health perspective, not, other things, do it. Thank you for my heart. Right, BF? That's how I think of it. If you get 8 hours a night and you still have a nap in the middle of the day, it's okay. It's okay. Your body just needs that. And if that keeps anxiety and stress at a level that's manageable, I think that's great. I'm drinking water, TikTok. All right. So what changes when this happens? I used to get less than 5 hours a night. Yeah. How old are you now? May I ask? "21. Any chronic illness? Or are you pretty healthy? I love that you're 21 and you're following me. Thank you. Get your friends here. Just high blood pressure. Okay. Is that hereditary? Do you have that gene? Or you just run at a buzz? No dry tagging here, thank you. Goodbye. We don't want you here. I don't know. Okay. All right. Why? Do they know why? Ooh, I'd be interested in talking to you. I can't ask. I want to ask you a question, but I can't on this platform. You still don't know. Are you on our Book of Face? Can you email me? I have 100 questions for you. Oh, okay. I'd be interested. I'm totally. You're on. Are you on? Are you following us on the organic food movement on the Book of Face? Join that. Get in there. Oh, good. Say hello to me so I can find you, because I have 100 questions. I have 100 questions. I can't ask them here, unfortunately. Gets me in trouble. All right. What changes when you do this? It reduces urgency around your thoughts. You stop ruminating. Those crazy thoughts that keep you up at night. What in the late night is going on here? We are just, get out. No dry tagging. Get lost. We don't like people like that. Find somewhere else to be. Go build your own space. Don't piss me off. Baja tomorrow. Well, I didn't plan on being on this long, but this topic is so good and everybody's engaged. And yesterday during Kitchen Pharmacy, I left it in super fan mode so nobody could talk to me and ask me questions. And I didn't realize it till this morning. So I said, oh, I come on here at night, so I'm just going to do the class again over. And it's been great. We're almost done. I'm winding down. What in the late night is it? I know it's midnight and I'm still up. And I got to be up. I'm up tomorrow at, I'm not going to do it. I'm too tired. I'll be too tired. Okay, Jay, good question. If you're waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, that's two things. One of them is your liver, and the other one could be that your cortisol levels are out of whack. And I'd have to know a lot more and ask you a lot more questions about why. But what I would suggest to you is a couple of things. A lot of what we've talked about tonight will really help and work to help you. But what you want to do is look at what is your coffee level, or caffeine level, if any. What are you eating before? Are you eating before bed? Are you waiting 3 hours before you go to bed? So stop eating 3 hours before you go to bed at night. That's going to help. Sometimes journaling before you go to bed will really help because it gets everything out of your head. Even if you just have to write down thoughts, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to make it a ritual. You just have to write down every crazy thought that's in your brain. Just put it on paper so it's out of your head and just, put it aside. Another thing is I would get your phone away from your nightstand. I would not have your phone near your bed. And I would also consider shutting your Wi-Fi off in your house at night. If you do all of those things and you're still having an issue, then I would look very seriously at your liver, meaning your liver might be sluggish. It might need to have a liver cleanse. It just might be congested, which, it depends on the time of night that you're waking up. Do you know the time? Is it 3 a.m? That's usually the time. What time do you wake up at night? You're welcome. What time do you wake up at night? Around 5 a.m. Well, that's not, what time do you go to bed? I'm in cirrhosis and my mind won't shut off. Holly. Buy holly. Find holly. It's a Bach flower remedy. What time do you go to bed, Jay? 5 a.m. is okay if you're going to bed at, 10, 9, 10. Hi, Jens. Jay. Are you still here? That just means your clock might be working. Hello, Kenneth. Superfan Renee, I usually get at least 8 hours of sleep. It's probably just stress. Yeah. So that's not wake. That's you. So it sounds like your clock is okay, because if if you get 8 hours of sleep, you're doing fine. You just don't want to get up at 5 a.m. But that's a nice time to get up. You have your whole day ahead of you, and you go to bed by, what did you say? You get 8 hours. That's great. That's not terrible. I thought maybe you were thinking it's 3 o'clock in the morning. However, I would do all of those things. Thanks, Braids. Thank you. I appreciate that. Don't forget to add your heart me to the mix. It helps you and me. Tapping myself out of the live. I love that, Renee. I usually power off at midnight unless Chef is on. What am I doing up this late? I don't even know. Yeah, that's a great sleep. She's just stressed. Jace just in a stress mode. Hi, Luann. All right, what are we all doing up at midnight? It's time for me to go to bed. All right, wait, hold on. Biological predictability. We got it. Urgency around thoughts, less panic around minor stresses, and then more resilience when stress arises. So that's your goal, and it can happen in 4 weeks. You can get that all done. It's not that hard, and you have a whole packet of recipes here. I think there's 18 different recipes to work with. So when your body here's the deeper support for this statement. So the biological mechanism behind less mysterious, meaning, when your body's working, there's no mystery to why you're not feeling good, right? There's no mystery to stress or anxiety. So what I mean by that is when your body is underfed, meaning undernourished, in my opinion, undermineralized, overcaffeinated, and underslept, and blood sugar unstable, the brain says, what the F? Games are afoot. I am in threat mode. And anxiety becomes the alarm system. So instead of looking at anxiety as this scary thing that you cannot control, I would offer to you, your body is sending you a very loud signal to say, hello, I'm missing something. How did you feed me today? Did you give me enough minerals and vitamins? You gave me too much coffee, caffeine. I can't take it. I need more sleep. My blood sugar, our blood sugar is off. You see what I'm saying? It's more of if you hydrate enough too. Yes, that's a big one. So when nourishment becomes consistent, when you are nourishing your body with all the stuff we've talked about for 2 days now, cortisol patterns sort of regulate, insulin stabilizes, GABA signaling improving, and then your inflammation goes down and your gut serotonin production improves, and then the alarm no longer fires all the time. And then when you do get anxiety, it's almost for appropriate reasons, like we said before. Chronic illness, death in your family, an argument with your partner, stress that, something big at work is happening, things that make sense that you can point to and go, oh, this is why I'm not feeling so hot. But when you're constantly firing and you're not doing all those other things, underfed, undermineralized, overcaffeinated, underslept, blood sugar irregulated, now you have a reason. You're getting an alarm. Hello, 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 hello. Now, if you don't listen, what happens? We all know what happens. So anxiety becomes predictable, trigger-based, which is normal, shorter in duration, and easier to self-regulate. And you can almost see it coming. You wake up in the morning and you say, oh my God, I have a job interview today. I'm starting to feel nervous. What can I do? Well, now you have all the tools. For 2 days, I've taught you all the tools. Now you can say, all right, what can I do here? I can rub magnesium on my feet. I can eat 2 eggs with some, kefir, or I can drink that protein drink. I can wait to drink coffee till I eat for half an hour after I eat. I can make myself a really good breakfast. When I get in a disagreement with my partner, I just walk away from the mirror. That works too. And then you eat a bar of chocolate, right? Now it feels less mysterious, right? Because now you know it's biochemical chaos. Now you know that somehow your body is not firing right because of something. And you can go through your list. How did I drink coffee? What did I eat? Did I get enough minerals in my system? Is my blood sugar crazy because I ate something crazy? This is the way. Got it? You got this. So here, in this one, I have a warm cinnamon quinoa breakfast bowl with almond butter and stewed apples. We have a grounding bowl with roasted carrots and chickpeas. You could add shredded chicken, a little piece of steak if you want. You're so funny. There's a plate with pear and walnuts. And then there's an evening bone broth. So these are all the recipes and tools in these 20 pages that are going to help you through the anxiety. We did it. We got through it, and we actually cooked one more thing. Pear and walnuts, yes, please. It's great. It's a great snack. Blueberries, walnuts, pear, walnuts, apple, walnuts. What else do you need? Yes. Yes. All right. Any comments, questions, concerns, thoughts? I'm trying PM bath instead of an AM to relax. Perfect, Lisa. Life Flow has magnesium bath crystals that are fabulous. And if you love taking baths and you run stress high or anxiety high, I would recommend to you treat yourself and enjoy that bath. And when you get out, you're going to have the best night's sleep of your life. I stop being sad. I'm going to bed. I hope that this really helped you guys tonight. Thank you for the follow, Janine. Oh, yes. And your lemon balm tea. Don't forget to drink that while you're floating in your bath. We did good tonight. We made this beautiful meal. You got to see this meal. We made salad. You have other choices. You know where to go. You can go and hey, you can go. You've gone beyond. Thank you, Deborah. I really appreciate that. This is for Tyler so that he could take a picture later. But this is beautiful. It's a beautiful way to eat. I would suggest to you guys, if you really love what you learned tonight, get involved in the recipe vault if you think you're going to use it and it's going to work for you. Because when you do repetition, when you're involved, when you have the tools and you use them, it really works. But now you're aware. Now tomorrow when you're all bugging out, I want you to let me know, reach out. I did this very funny video to promote this tonight. So go to that video and tell me all about your stress and how you figured it out. Because that's going to be the fun part. Watching us all giggle now because we know anxiety and stress is just the alarm system to something not working properly. Thanks, Cooper, for the repost. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome in. Macline, welcome in. I'm going to bed. Tomorrow is date night. I'm not on tomorrow. The next time you'll see me is Saturday morning we are doing recipe reset. Now I haven't had it, and nobody's really reached out except for my cherry blossom cookies from Renee, but I have to wait till cherry blossoms are in season to do those. So if there's a recipe you want me to do, go drop it in the Book of Face, or you can DM me before the end of tomorrow so that I can be ready to do the recipe for you. I know, I'm so excited. Maybe I'll do something from our class, and I can get these kids, and like, come on, go somewhere else. All right, my friends, have a wonderful night. I will see you guys all Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Don't forget to claim your points. Wow, now, Renee, we have 130 people in the room. Now. I'm going to bed. Oh, good night, Lisa. And actually drop your email in the here. Drop your email here so that you can get, because we'll get you to the place where you can get all the free downloads too. Ruthann, hello. I'm going to bed. Have a wonderful night. Thank you guys for all being here. Thanks for chatting it up. This was great. I hope that you learned something tonight. You're welcome, Gabrielle. Welcome. Welcome. Now you have a place to come and learn. I know. I'm doing that right now. I cannot wait. I'm so excited to go to bed. Sweet dreams, everybody. Thank you, Ruthann. Thank you so much. I will see you guys all tomorrow. Don't forget to claim those points. If you don't drop your heart me, I don't think the points show. So just make sure you do that too. I will see you guys all Saturday morning, 10 a.m. for Kitchen Hacks. Have a great night. Sweet dreams. I'm leaving 106 people in this room, but I got to go to bed. Rhonda, thank you. Rhoda, thank you for the follow. Don't forget to join us at the Book of Face in the link in the bio. YT has all our replays. Sweet dreams, everybody. And if you can get to IG too, I could use that love over there. I want to start going live there too. Sweet dreams.